Hey, everybody. We are live. We are live. We are live. And I'm going to be a little petty tonight while I'm live. Y'all know I'm a petty person, right? Y'all know I can be very petty. I don't care. I make sure enough people get on before I started, spitting it, before I start dropping fire. What's going on, John? I just want to show, since I know how to do the screen share, I want to show y'all this clip because I'm still seeing this one dude over here. Like, he's still over there flexing. He's still over there lying. He's still over there lying. Okay, I want people to see this because I don't think I shared it with a lot of y'all, but I don't care. I want people to see this. I'm gonna screen share this. It's a screen share of Henry Davis. Okay, it's a screen share of Henry Davis. I'm gonna show y'all this of how he was lying. I got proof that the dude was lying. You know, what's going on, Tony? Tony Patriot. I see you, bro. Much love to you. This is Friday Night Live, thick skin only. So if you don't like it, y'all can please kindly get the hell out of here. This is what it is. I don't get too political on the don't thick skin only. Leave your feelings at home. If you see it on there, right. So, but for some reason you unblocked me, Henry. That's because you wanna. But I want to show people this. I want to show people this. I'm going to the screen. I'm going right to it. Okay. Here I go. Watch this. Let me. I think I forgot how to do this. Screen share. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go to this. Bear with me, everybody. All right. I'm going right here. Hey, bear with me, everybody. For real, bear with me. I'm all new to this. But I want to show you this. This dude is a joke. I want to show you this. Who's all on here? What's up, The Seeker? How you doing? Simply amazing. What's up? Where my watermelon at? You're supposed to bring my watermelon. You're supposed to offend me. I want to be offended. I want to be offended. You got to offend me, man. I'm going to show you something. All right, my bad. My bad. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm so slow. I am so slow with this. I'm so slow with this. Yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. All right, I got it over here. Hold on. I got it over here. There we go. Look at this. I want everybody. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? It's time to be a little petty, right? I want people to see this. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm going to go right here and share to let y'all see this for yourself. Present to everyone. Yes, of course. All right. Look at this dude right here. I'm going to show you. He's a freaking fraud. He's a scam. Look at this. I ain't lying. Look at this. I could show you this right here. Could everybody see this?
My partner Gary Gordon, I call him G Money, white dude. We kicking. He like my little bodyguard, like my little security, cause I didn't want nobody trying to jump me and shit. Yeah.
Hold on. Could everybody see that? Everybody can see it very well. Okay, here we go.
And he was strapped.
Listen.
I was strapped. We were ready. Yeah. But it was all these other white motherfuckers. I say out the whole rally, dog, no lie on my mama. It was probably 40 black people.
Look at the lion dude.
And it has to be about, when we was there, about 2,000-3,000 white folk. Flat out.
Lying.
So we outnumbered. Yeah.
This dude is lying. And Hotep can see this dude's full of shit. The dude is lying because I was there at the facts.
Keep it in 100, right? So all throughout, every now and then, the CNN was there, all the newsroom was there, because they just know something to jump off, right? They coming to see the drama. So every now and then, a little fire spark up, they get their punk ass on up out of there. Antifa try to sell this something, they get their country ass on up out of there. Them white folks went having that shit. Right when I got ready to go up on stage, Black Lives Matter show up.
Look at the word I. He always said I.
It's all on YouTube. And it's in the book. Matter show up. Black Lives Matter show up. I'm finna get ready to go on stage and do my thing. I've been there all day since about 11 o'clock. It's like, what, 4:30, almost 5 o'clock. I'm ready, right? But as I'm going through the crowd signing autographs, this, that, and that, I'm looking at people showing me they look nice.
Signing autographs. He always got to bring up what he signed, or he always got to bring up his popularity. Watch this.
Showing me they look pistol. Henry, if something jumps off, we got your back, buddy. I'm telling you what. We're going to make sure that, you know, hey, we don't play that shit. We're patriots. I'm talking about these white folks ready to go, player.
Yeah, I know.
I'm keeping it real, partner. Yeah. So, boom. I get up on stage. It's my turn.
All right.
Here come Henry Davis. I got a speech I done wrote and shit. Then when I get through with the speech, I'm going to do my Donald Trump supporter song. It's on YouTube where I rock that motherfucker, too. But anyway, soon as I get up on stage, Black Lives Matter way over there in the distance. So everybody started going over there. I'm like, damn, where everybody going? I mean, what the fuck? Because it was about 200-300 people that came just to see me. You know what I'm saying? They were like, Henry, you gonna be there? I'm like, yeah, I got the money. People don't sponsor me to go. I'm going. So well, I'm going if you going. But when I got up on stage, I'm like, I'm getting ready to do my thing. Everybody started going over to Black Lives Matter. Dude, it was about 8 of them. It was a tall ass dude. It was like 2 adults, maybe 3 adults, and the rest like teenagers. It wasn't a whole bunch of motherfuckers. They were standing over to the side with their
look. He was doing an interview with Hotep Jesus, right? Who got a huge platform. Watch what he spent half of the video talking about me and Hope. Half of the video. You interviewed on somebody else's show. But oh, that's so sweet. You look. You giving up the platform. That's all right. But, you know, so let's show you how dumb he is.
It's a Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. So all of the white folks started going over there. I'm on stage.
You know, he's so racist.
I grab the mic. I'm like, hey. Y'all come back over here. The black man get on stage. It's on YouTube. Yeah. The black man get on stage. Y'all want to go over there and start a kerfuffle. Come on back over here and you watch a real patriot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that didn't work. They started throwing water bottles and shit, and the police surrounded them. And then I'm watching. I'm up on the stage. I'm looking down at the crowd, and motherfuckers coming back to their purses and shit, grabbing their shit. I'm like, oh, fuck no. G-Money, you know, Gary Gordon was standing next to me. I said, G-Money, they finna go. He said, we cool here. I said, no, man, no. I see it getting ready to jump off. Yeah. They fuck these black people up, dog. I'm watching this shit, Hotel. So I said, hey, tell Black Lives Matter to come up here on stage with me. On my mama. Yeah. So, as they started getting closer to the stage, because they heard me announce, I'm like, tell them to, y'all come up here with me. Yeah. Y'all come up here with me. You know, because I'm trying to get their ass out the fire. Right. They surrounded by police and white folks. I'm keeping it real. Yeah. This had to go down on my watch all day. Everything been people. And as soon as the brother get up on stage, y'all finna, I'm telling you, they finna kick their ass, man. I tell you, I see it coming. So I say, y'all come up on the stage with me. Come up on the stage with me.
That nigga lying.
So finally, they worked their way on up on stage, right? When they got up on stage, I said, now check this out. I'm going to give y'all a chance to do y'all peaceful protest. All I want y'all to do is stand behind me with your fists up. Y'all stand behind me with your fists up, hold your sign up. But I'm going to show y'all how a real patriot supposed to get down. You heard me? Yeah. That's all. The leader of it, I forgot what his name was, big old tall black dude. He talking about, can we speak? I said, no.
Oh, that's Hawk Newsom.
The dude that ran the motherfucker named Tommy Guns, bald head white dude, he run the motherfucker. He came up to me and said, Henry, they better not say a word. Because you got to understand a whole lot of white people paid for this shit. Yeah. They a lot of white people that wanted to get up on that stage. Right.
And Hotep know he lying. You see the look at his face, like, oh, look at this. He's like, I ain't in this.
But they wouldn't let him get up there because they wanted to have a peaceful, you know, everybody unity rally. So here this Negro is gonna let these other Negroes up on stage. They weren't happy about that at all, dog. But it's my flow. Right. It's my turn. Right. So I say, y'all come up here, hold yourself, do your peaceful protest while I do my thing. Right. Oh, guess what this Negro said? Oh, you're a coward. You a coward. You ain't gonna let us speak. You ain't gonna let us speak. I said, look here, brother, it ain't even about that, man. I'm trying to keep you from getting your ass kicked off. Step back, chill out, and let me do my thing. These folk come here to see me, not you.
Look at him.
Oh, you a coward. You a coward. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I said, oh, shit.
He's so dramatic, ain't he? He is so dramatic. Look at him right here. Look at him. You can tell he's lying. He's a fake.
Then the white folks start saying, no, lives matter. All lives matter. I said, security, come get these motherfuckers off this stage. Come get them, shit. Come get them.
You tried.
Exactly what I said on stage. I tried, y'all. I tried to give y'all it's on YouTube, dog. I tried to give y'all a chance. Come on up. Right about then, where the kerfuffle was getting ready to break out, Tommy Guns, the leader of it, came over to me and whispered in my ear. He said, hey, man, we're going to get him a couple minutes of your time. Is that cool? I said, you goddamn right, it's cool. Let him speak. Don't let him speak, because I knew in my mind that was going to knock down the kerfuffle. Man, Black Lives Matter got up there. So Black Lives Matter grabbed that microphone, the cameras came on. Click. The picture started taking headline. Black Lives Matter takes over Donald Trump rally. And all of this, right? I'm telling you what happened. I'm like, damn. Okay, so I'm standing off to the side. I'm groovy. I'm like, at least it wasn't no fight. Because they was going to kick their ass, right? Yeah. So make a long story short, he said some shit. Motherfuckers gave him standing ovation. They clapped for him. Okay. You know? Yeah. Just some shit. Gave his views and shit. And brother sound, he was decent. He didn't get up there and say, F all, fuck all white people and all that. He got up there and said how they felt, this, that, and other. People gave him standing ovation. For real. After he came off stage, he over there taking pictures with white people and shit. He grinning and shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I grab the mic. I give my speech. I rock it out with the Donald Trump supporters. Saw everybody happy, go lucky. Went home safe. Got fucked up that night at the bar. Right? I'll be there. These same two Negroes.
Oh, here you go.
Keep on fucking with me.
He said the same two Negroes. Here we go.
When I came home after the rally, like I say, I fell on hard times. Man, when I say I fell on hard times, dog, I'm talking about, dog, I fell on hard times to where I was getting ready to go ask some of the motherfuckers that was asking me for change for some change. I'm talking about, dog, I fell hard. And I couldn't figure out why I was falling like that because I'm like, Lord, I'm doing your work. I'm helping the people. I'm cooking Sunday dinner for motherfuckers and shit. Why am I going through all of this? Why am I going through all of this? I couldn't figure it out. Bro. And the whole time, these same two motherfuckers, see, they see me with all these followers and I'm popular and shit, so they think a nigga got some money.
There you go.
They think, and I really don't want to use the N-word, but they think I got some money. Right. They think, oh, here we a fraud, so they start calling me a fraud, start calling me a fake, talking about I'm using people for their money. Ain't nobody gave me nothing they didn't want to give me. Folks start sending me money just because, they knew the struggle. Right. I'm talking about, when I say I'm struggling hotel, I'm talking
That's right, DA.
Well, my lights got cut off. I was stealing electricity from the lady next door. My water got cut off. I started toting water from the people next door, flushing the toilet with buckets. I'm talking about, dog, I'm going to the food pantry twice a week to feed my family. I was going to get scrap out the
oh my God, you're so full of it.
Selling, grabbing metal and shit like that, taking it to the scrap yard just so I can get money to feed my family. I was hurting for real, dog. But when I come on camera, I'm like, what's up, Facebook, fam? I'm laughing and grinning and shit. People think I'm a fraud. They don't know that the bathroom light is the only light in the house because I started doing my little bathroom.
Oh, there you go with that.
I started preaching from the bathroom. They don't know that the only light working in the house is the light in the bathroom. So they talking about, oh, look at him. He's nasty. He's preaching in the bathroom. They don't know it's an orange cord running through the window. I'm stealing electricity. They just looking at the overview of it. Yeah. Motherfucking black people. Finally, yesterday, let's just fast forward with the beef. You're talking about the beef.
Come on, go with the beef.
Yesterday.
The beef.
I looked on I got a message from one of my followers. She said, Henry, there's a video going around about you from this. His
name is Henry Davis, DA. Henry Davis. Don't even know he in you. He's so popular, see?
Guy Maurice Delp. I said, fuck him. He's a troll. He been trolling me for years. Cause I put his punk ass down.
Hold on, rewind it.
House, cause I started doing my little bathroom ministry. Yeah. I started preaching from the.
Hold on, say that again.
They don't know that the only light working in the house is the light in the bathroom. So they talking about, oh, look at him, he's nasty, he's preaching in the bathroom. They don't know it's an orange cord running through the window. I'm stealing electricity. You know, they just looking at the overview of it. Yeah. You motherfucking black people. Finally, yesterday. Let's just fast forward with the beef. You come with the beef. Yesterday, I looked on. I got a message from one of my followers. She said, Henry, there's a video going around about you from this guy Maurice Delp. I said, fuck him. He's a troll. He's been trolling me for years. Cause I put his punk ass down.
You reached out to me first.
I offered him an opportunity. He thought I was crazy.
Look, he offered me the opportunity to the daddy of all rallies and try to get me to shit on Tommy. That's what he tried to do. He said, I'm gonna offer you, we got Diamond and Silk coming. He told me that. He said that you come to a hotel, look, I got your hotel paid for, and you get $1,000 in your pocket. We had to fly you out there at the daddy of all rally. I said, no, you ain't gonna take the offer? No. So that's the offer that he was talking about. Look, he's admitting, look, it was a fraud. It was no such thing as daddy of a rally. All of a sudden, we ain't heard nothing about him. That dude is a freaking liar and the truth not in him. Look at it. It's proof. This is how you expose liars. This is how you expose people like him. Because he's a liar, the truth ain't in him. You know what I'm saying? When you're a liar, you eventually going to get exposed. Liars don't last forever. Okay, watch this. More lies.
I ain't finna go off into that. I said, fuck him. And he got this chick that he be fucking with, named Hope Coleman. She tried to holler at me at one point in time. Come on, dog. Come on.
She tried to holler at him. She showed me the screenshot that he tried to holler at her. And then she ended up blocking him because he was all up in her inbox. So who's the troll over here? Oh, you are been busting in lies and lies every day. Screenshot coming soon about when Henry Davis tried to talk to Hope. The screenshot is coming soon. We have it live here real soon.
Come on, dog. She tried to holler at me at one point in time. She ain't gonna admit it. And I admit it to this day. She could have got it. Yeah. Talking to you straight up one-on-one like we people. Yeah. She could have got it.
He could have got it. You see that?
This. And
look, he gonna be like, she could have got it. Oh my God, this dude for full of it.
Rapping. Because she ain't, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Even though I don't like her, she ain't ugly. I ain't gonna straight up, call, she got a little fucked up toothbrush, I mean, she got some kids, somebody, you know what I'm saying? She cool, and I say it right now. She cool, she cute. No disrespect to my woman, but
she just mad. She just mad. She didn't get a chance to get at you.
That's what I think. But her thing is, I'm broke.
Dude was pulling your leg, Henry. You're a dumbass.
I'm short. I'm bald head. I ain't got no money. I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. She gonna give all the reasons. And today, now she pushing the narrative that my business partner that I'm staying with, that when we're gonna talk about the conservative urban project, is we fucking now. We supposed to be sleeping.
He only trying to ride off me and Hope platform. That's why he's doing it, because he's losing his platform. So he's trying to, be relevant off our name. So here we go.
Yeah, we gay. We booty bumping. I'm like, for real? For real?
They'll say anything.
That's the only place she can go. She can't say I'm panhandling no more because I ain't put no PayPal up there in a month or so. Well, maybe since I've been here almost 4 weeks. Yep. So I ain't asked nobody for no money or nothing. People buying my book. I just got a calendar came out. Anyway, so check it. This heifer, I go on the page, right? This heifer and this dude sitting up on the video talking about voter fraud.
Oh yeah, the voter fraud video. That we said we can't be around black people. I'm sorry, I can't be around hood niggas. I can't do that. I can't be around ignorant people. She said she couldn't be around ignorant people that don't want nothing in life. So stop it, Henry.
And he always got to put me in it. He always, light-skinned dude with a whole lot of freckles and braids like yours named Maurice Delp. Stupid as a motherfucker. When I say he's stupid.
He said I'm stupid.
He's stupid. Especially if he messing with me. Because I fight.
Especially when he messing with me. You what?
Black.
You fight back?
People be saying, oh, Henry, just leave them alone. They're cannot work.
But every time you fight back, you block us. Then you unblock us a little later to troll. You blocked us and you just unblocked me again. I got proof that you unblocked me. So you trolling, you watch it. And you watching this video. I know some of your trolls are going back to you, but I don't care.
Put them in their motherfucking place. Well, Henry, you're a preacher and you're a minister and you inspire so many people. I said, but if somebody keep on pointing their motherfucking finger in your face, you're gonna tell them, look, get your goddamn finger out of my face. Yeah. I don't care. I ain't that holy. I ain't that holy where I turn the other cheek. You smack me, I'm punching your ass.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Jesus said he came with a sword, so I already know.
I'm keeping 100. I ain't a Christian preacher that's just gonna let you just dog me. No. I'm gonna fight back, but I'm gonna treat you with love and respect. If you come up at me, you come at me, I'm coming back there. White, black, brown, purple, or whatever. Right. So anyway, I got a clip. I can't do it because of.
Hey Rita, I explain to you as the video go on.
Cause on this phone, I ain't big shot like you. I got a clip though. In that conversation, man, this heifer had the nerve to say, now I'm going to try to quote it, but all you got to do is look on my page, you'll see it. But she said, I've been misused so much by the black community to where I just can't do it no more. I said, okay, that sounds like me. We all done been, if you're a black conservative, the hood don't like you, right? Especially if you for Trump. So she's talking about, and that,
oh no, my bad.
I say what white folks can't say. Right. And then I say the stuff that other black people, then I say the stuff that other, I had to give y'all it's on YouTube, dog.
Hold on. But look, y'all heard enough. Y'all heard enough. I want y'all to see a little bit that was going on with this, okay? I want y'all to see this. So I'm going to stop sharing it, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to y'all, man. But it's funny how you can expose liars. You can expose liars. You can expose frauds. And that's what they are. There's a bunch of fraud. That's what they is. And I'm right here, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm back. Ooh, how you doing, Rita? Rita. If you want to join, you can get on here and join. This is thick skin only. This is like an open mic right now. People want to join, they can get on here. I got the link at the beginning of the comment right here, but I can put the link right there. If anybody want to get on here, because this is open mic, thick skin only. Leave your feelings at home. You got to leave them at home. I mean, once you leave them at home, you ain't got to worry about getting in your feelings because your feelings ain't with you no more. You dig? So you give him rope to hang himself. But I just want to show you. I haven't showed you everything. I got dude. This dude is a liar. And the thing is,
Maurice, I have something about how to. Because I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about about liars and catching, and I actually caught somebody in a lie yesterday. Okay. He was a leftist, now a left winger, and I'll explain how I caught him in a lie. He claimed to be a Gamergate anti-SJW.
Okay.
This guy, and he claimed he was a Gamergate Shack Jack who supposedly saw the errors of his ways and then ended up becoming anti-SJW.
Okay.
Because he says, I mean, his story, I can tell you is BS because he, when somebody tells you a story, okay, and it's just filled with tropes. Okay, all kinds of tropes, okay, and it just seems to fit a certain narrative too perfectly.
Right.
Then chances are what you're dealing with is a fake story. Chances are. And doubly so if it's not filled, if it doesn't have any real specifics, okay, if it's just filled with tropes, just seems like anybody could have made it up who's familiar with a bunch of tropes.
Yep. Right. The funny thing about it, when you come with the story, and you got interviewed on a huge platform. I mean, a huge platform. This guy went viral on here, right? Who about the Starbucks, helped the Starbucks stuff. He went viral. all on Fox News. You would think you would be like, you know what? I ain't putting nobody's name on. I'm finna let people know about myself, about what I bring to the Patriot community. He didn't even bring that to the Patriot community. He comes and made the half of the platform about me and Hope. And I looked like, I said, dude, are you serious? Do we mean that much to you that you go on a big platform? You know, you got a chance to make a difference to different type of followers, to different type of subscribers, you know, to a different audience. But you take your time for us. Sorry, if people with a big old platform, anybody with another platform interviewing me, I'm not gonna spend. I don't care how even big or small your platform is. I'm not gonna take that time on that platform to go ahead and try to just get big off other people's name. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I'll tell you about Henry Davis.
Yeah.
I would try not. I mean, I think he's a gigantic. I think I've listened to him. I mean, there's something I hate to say this about anybody. I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong because I don't follow this kind of stuff. But I think stuff like that can be.
No, I'm right on this one. Anytime a person give me threats, I won't deal with you. You said meet me in Chicago. He lied and said I left Chicago because I was a Trump. So I left Chicago years ago to change my life around because I was gangbanging, and he lied and said the gang chased me out because I support Trump. He lied. Hell no. Fuck him. He ain't no goddamn patriot.
Yeah, but you were out of that though before Trump even was on the scene, weren't you?
Yeah. Gonna lie on me like that? Hell no. Kiss my ass.
Okay, I see now. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I love everybody. I'm the type of person. I'm a forgiving person. Seriously, person done me wrong, and I was still cool with them down the line. I'm a forgiving person. You know, the thing is, dude constantly keep on lying on me, and I'm like, no, I can't with you, dude. I can't. He said he gonna when he see me in Chicago. That's why when I go to Chicago, I said when I go to Chicago, I'm like, Henry Davis, I'm right here. Meet me over here. You said you would meet me over here and do something to me. You're in that gangster. I even offered to put money in his PayPal just to come down here to see me. You dig? It's just more than a personal beef.
Okay.
I ain't asking nobody not to be friends with him, nothing. I don't care because they don't know him. You know, it takes common sense to see that dude as a scam. It takes common sense to see that dude as a scam artist. It takes common sense to see that he's a liar and the truth is not in him. You know. I got it. No, I ain't got no call-in number, DA. I don't have that. I'm working on that. I'm new to this, but my platform is changing. It's going to change more because my platform is not political. It's not political. If I have to call people out, I do it. This is more than the Patriot movement. Call yourself lying on me? Who you think you is? You know, but and that's cool. I just want people to show people that, you know. But we gonna still talk and have fun over here tonight. You know, I just want to show you that because I think it's funny. I actually think it's funny. So I was like, okay, because I like to let people look stupid. There she go.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Thick Skin Only. Leave your feelings at home.
Better leave them at home.
Welcome.
What's going on, Mo? What's going on?
I'm good, and I'm living a life, and I'm learning that life is too short, really. You know, I've seen people just die this last couple of days, and it kind of like, you know, and it realized that we got to prepare for things. We got to.
I got to tell you, something just popped in my head, Mo. See what we did in the state of Michigan. Okay. The crime in Detroit, which is still pretty bad. Okay, but I think Chicago may have actually surpassed Detroit as far as crime.
Yes.
But Detroit used to be one of the worst of the worst. And then one day, you know, we just said, you know what, enough is enough. And you know what we did? We sent in the state police, and we also sent in the feds. We also asked the feds to come in, and the feds in the state cleaned up a lot of it. So Chicago, if they would consent to it, could have the whole state of Illinois is corrupt, so the feds may have to come in and police it, okay, which could shut down a lot of this.
Is that the state of Hillary? Is that the state of Hillary Clinton? I believe it is a state of Hillary Clinton.
It's the state of Barack Obama.
Obama and Clinton too. Clinton from Illinois. If I'm not mistaken, Hillary Clinton's from Illinois somewhere.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, she is, because they was talking about the people. That's why she won Illinois. That's why she won Illinois at that one point. You know, Illinois always has been corrupt. We call it the ill state. You know, and Chicago's Crook County instead of Cook County. You know how you go to LA, Orange County, you got Orange County. Chicago's Cook County, but we call it Crook County. You know, come on, it's deeper than Obama, because no one ever heard of Obama in Chicago until he ran for president.
Yep, you're right.
Prayer to God.
Yep.
I ain't never heard of him. At least you hear about senators and all this people. We heard of Danny Davis, because he's a congressman now. He's a good friend of my family. He's a Democrat. Much love to you, Danny. You know, I know Democrats that I've grown up around that actually became in office, because I've been around my pops. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that. I'm not saying Democrats are bad people. I've been around good Democrats, but it turned into a circus now. It turned into a real huge circus, and we got to be the one who we got to make it serious. We got to get that circus down. Let them know it's a reality. To get that little pole on your nose and picking up an elephant, flying with elephants, whatever you see in a circus. You're holding down mats with a fire. No. Let people know that you really play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Shoot. Don't get me started on this rant tonight. No, this is what Thick Skin is about. We rant, but then we can be funny at the same time, and it's not political. Anybody can get on here if you're a liberal or what.
Right.
You know, I got a platform coming up in a couple of weeks that I'm working on. I'm talking to some pro-black people, pro-black activists, and said, I want y'all to start coming on Friday nights with me, and we can talk. It's not going to be a debate. It's going to be a discussion, and we can sit there and laugh at each other, laugh with each other.
And that's what it should be. You know, I mean, it pisses me off because the first word I always hear when I'm talking about something is racism. And it's a sad thing that we can't just communicate without it always being about race. Something is always about racism. It's like the white people aren't attacking me. I'm attacked by black folks because I don't think or roll with them the same way they roll. And that right there is so messed up, and it pisses me off so bad. Just like I noticed one thing. When you are a citizen of America, I was just sharing this with my sister and them. I said, you know, what trips me out is we send our troops to secure and protect other countries. But when it comes to our own country, we don't want to protect it. That is absolutely stupid to me. I don't understand that. Why do we send our troops? If you know, when you think about it, we send our troops everywhere in the country, everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And it's to help them and secure their stuff and help them out. But what about our security as citizens? And the American citizens, they are attacking one another because they don't want particular Donald Trump. They don't like him. That's all. They don't care about security. Someone told have compassion. Compassion? They don't have compare in America as citizens and you do wrong. Why should we have compassion and say, oh, you have time? And stop about just Mexicans. It's not just Mexicans, and it's not like people are attacking the families and saying, no, we don't want them here. We're saying do things to I was just talking about said if blacks, whites, Mexicans, Hispanic, if all these American citizens long time ago
Yeah.
Jobs together as Americans and said, wait a minute, you are attacking us. And now you're telling us that we can't have these certain jobs unless we speak bilingual?
Yes.
That's absolutely stupid. But instead, we're steadily attacking one another. We
Yeah.
don't even realize that we're attacking one another for stupid reasons over a skin color.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely stupid.
Yeah. A skin color.
That's Chrissy.
Yeah, hold on. Let me invite her over here. Because she called on my phone. Hold on. She got to hit the link. Go ahead. My bad.
The Seeker. Yes, The Seeker. Yeah, that, I mean, the same way you said it pisses you off, that pisses me off with black folks, because I'm just like, we as black people, just for example, we attack each other one-on-one more than other people. I have more black people that would attack, even before Trump, even before all this, that would attack me on a dark skin, brown skin, light skin situation. And Mo, I know you have dealt with that too. And that's a sad thing that we're still dealing with this. And now we want to talk about, oh, the Nazis and all this type of stuff, when it's bigger than all that. All of us got some problems. All of us got prejudice and different skin colors, racism. And why can't we just come together as citizens? Like you said, Mo, as Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, whatever, why can't we just communicate and talk and
Yes.
still love one another? Why can't we just love one another still, regardless if we don't agree the same? Don't attack me because I don't think like you.
Yeah. Right. Because I don't think like you. Because I don't want to be like you. I want to be like myself. You know, what's the matter with want to be like yourself? I mean, what's the matter with being yourself? Be yourself. Be who would God have made you.
Yep.
Next.
Hey everybody. How's it all going?
What's going on, my Cracker Barrel? How you doing? Hey, this is thick skin only tonight, so I'm saying my Cracker Barrel.
Make that extra salty, please.
Salty, please.
I'm grumpy tonight. I'm so grumpy.
Good. I want you on here grumpy. Get grumpy.
We need
more stuff.
Grumpy right now. Okay, so we have a police officer that in California that was just shot and killed by an illegal alien, and then this Saint Nancy Pelosi, who talks about the divinity of light and who talks about the wall is immoral, and she's preaching from Washington, and yet while Trump is in the White House waiting to try to make a deal to protect our borders, she's in Hawaii. And where is Maxine Waters? Oh, she's in the Bahamas right now. They're talking about his his golf games and how he's this he's a joke, but yet at the same time they're off gallivanting around. Maxine doesn't give a crap about the sovereignty or the divinity of anybody's light except for the light of her gavel. She's not doing anything. I'm sorry, I'm jumping on a different subject here, you guys, but I was just so pissed off.
Jump on it.
Yeah. So why we're having this blackout, she's it's a joke. It's a joke. They don't care. I really hope they go to jail soon. Especially when this officer who came here legally, this is why we have borders. This is why we have a screening process. This man came here through the legal process, sacrificed his life to protect his community. And
right on.
His son, his 5-month-old son, is permanently separated now from his father. Where's Alyssa Milano posting that picture on her Twitter ID? Where's the GoFundMe for this family? When the sheriff deputy is talking from that county, says, you know what, we cannot, if somebody comes in for a DUI, we can't call ICE. California has turned its back on the U.S. citizens. California has made this the new Mexico. California has totally destroyed this beautiful state. We have Merkel in Germany talking about New World Order and how the sovereignty, people need to let go of the sovereignty of their countries and learn that there's a New World Order and that we need to unite. We have Soros and building another caravan, 15,000 this time, y'all. 15,000. And that's not just, and none of them qualify for asylum seekers. None of them. A very small percentage actually qualify for asylum. We cannot, if these Democrats who say, oh, we need to let them in, then we need to let the entire world in, because all what they deem as what we should qualify them for, the whole entire world then qualifies, except for maybe Europe.
Sis.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, you owe me some money. You remember we made Remember we made a bet? You said they're going to be in jail 2 months ago, and they still not in jail. I want my money. You made
it's not over yet, sis.
Well,
it's
how long
not
over. 2020? 2020?
It's not over.
I hope it's going to be over soon. I want this.
I'm okay. So this getting on a little weird side, but we got that weird electrical outage in New York. 911 stopped working throughout the entire country. Did you all know about that?
I never heard. I didn't hear that.
911 wasn't working last night for a majority of the country. California, Texas, Washington, New York.
For a whole day or just like a second?
I don't know the durations, but they were rolling blackouts, I guess you would call it. And yeah, you've got the Paradise Fires. You guys need to really look into the Paradise Fires because nothing makes sense. Just, living in California and living in, areas that, we evacuated a lot. It just not make sense at all. None of it.
If you look at waiting.
Yeah. If you look at the cars are like the way they burned are not, and there's no vegetation burnt around it. It's very strange and just very, it's not, I don't like to sensationalize. I like to look at things at logic, but this is just not making sense. And that the fact that the people are missing still, the amount of people who died, the way they died, how quickly they died, just does not make sense for any, out of all the fires in history. There's nothing has been this devastating. And yet the media attention on it is just almost non-existent. Nobody's talking about the missing people. Nobody's talking about the people that have died and how they died. They died in their cars trying to escape. Have you ever heard of anybody trying to die that has died trying to escaping a forest fire in a car? It's just crazy. Y'all need to wake up. This is something as weird is going on, and it's just laying heavy on my heart. And you know what? You've got world leaders talking about a new world order. We need to let go of our country's sovereignties, and we need to join together. We've got people who are just blatantly just disregarding our safety and disregarding our sovereignty, disregarding our nation, and these people in these caravans, I don't look at them as the enemy. I don't look at them as bad people. What I'm looking at them as victims. They're being used. They're a pawn. And the people who are funding these caravans do not give a crap about them at all.
Well, some of them are criminals, though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm so sorry for some of them.
No, and I'm generalizing, but yeah, there's definitely there's drugs in there. There's human trafficking in there. There's terrorists in there. They do have people in those caravans in our military and in our intelligence that are surveillancing these caravans. So we are getting information back from those caravans. So no, not 100, but the people who are just looking to, that are being sold this BS of, come to America, here are the loopholes, you'll get free money. I mean, who wouldn't? If you have opportunity to, a lot of people would take care, and they're good people. But the thing is, they don't deserve to come here because they're not doing it the right way. They're doing it illegally. And the people who are doing this and who are setting this up need to be arrested. They need to be held accountable because they're aiding and abetting. This is a disgrace. But
well, I want to know, what's going on with this wall? Because everybody that's a Democrat is in Hawaii vacationing and relaxing.
But instead, we're steadily attacking one another.
Yeah.
I want to know what's up with the wall. Have you heard anything? Now, don't tell me anything unless you know for sure. I want to know.
Well, you better hurry with the damn wall. I'm going to say this.
That's man. I want the wall. Please.
I want the wall.
Shit.
I'm saying,
so
let's get this $1 billion rolling over here, you dig, and put this country first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get these criminals away from our country. Get them the hell out of here. Fear don't live in us no more. You dig?
And that's what we need. I mean, just like I said, though, Chrissy, did you hear when I was talking about we send troops to go defend other countries and secure stuff in other countries, but we say, "Oh, America, we don't need security. It's okay. We just need to be compassionate." Wait a minute. So why are we sending troops to go help other people if we don't help ourselves? It doesn't make any sense. And what we need to do as people, as American citizens, is we need to get rid of that application saying black, white, blue, yellow, and green and say American citizen, because we need to unite as a people and not as a color. Because color, we got to get out of that. We really do. We shouldn't be identifying ourselves as it's separating us. As Americans, we are being separated by the enemy, which is the devil, to make us believe it's about skin. And that's what we're in. We're in a war against skin and not skin.
Yeah,
Chrissy, I'm still waiting. I was still wondering something.
What are you wondering?
Who do you think is the demon sitting on the demon throne in the Vatican? Have you figured that one out yet?
It's the Pope.
No, you were talking about this other throne, this other gigantic. It's like not human size. It's like they said one day there was like a demon-sized throne.
It could be a euphemism. It could be. I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be something they're waiting for something.
Could be the demon who controls the Pope.
It could be. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. Like, sis, how you're talking about the division and stuff like that. We need to talk about unity. We need to talk about truth.
This Pope is terrible. Okay, there's never been a Pope like him. Actually, no, there have been corrupt monsters.
They're all terrible. All the Pope's terrible.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there's a perversion of religion that it's so funny that the left is bringing religion during Christmas time to pervert it, but yet during the rest of the year they hate religion, and if you stand up for it, then you're not tolerant and you're this and that. It's just ridiculous. But going back to what Rita was saying, we need to unite. We need to wake up and look at these things and hold people accountable. We have to remember this government is not a government over the people. It's a government of
Hey,
the people.
DA said, Mo, sorry, I'm out, brother. Some of you people here, hold on. Look at me. You have to read it. Some of you people here need to look into some history and current events a little more closely. Night, man.
I saw that too. What the heck are you talking about?
This is thick skin only.
Bye, Felicia.
This is thick skin only. So we're gonna piss. We're gonna piss people off. That's why I do this. I have it so open that everybody can piss everybody off.
Bye. Sure.
Well, I'm not here to piss
like whatever.
anybody off.
Ain't nobody sugarcoating nothing.
Whatever history he got, that's what he got. That's his opinion. And hey, more power to you. Go find it. But I know what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna always continue to speak all the way from Compton, California. When you come over here and deal with this war that we dealing with out here, then you can tell me about this history. And other than that, stay on your side of the world and do your thing. Thick skin only.
Thick skin only. Look at the title. I guess you ain't read the title very well, DA. You have not read the title very well. You came on here, thick skin only, but soon as something that you don't want to hear, I'm out. Bye. And you know I call everybody out. I don't care.
Well, you know he's willing. DA is willing to say, "Hey, you don't know their history. What history are you talking about? Come
on here and join us. You're free to join us, DA. That's the link. You're free to join.
We waiting.
We waiting.
Come on, DA.
If I see Chrissy Ann acting like a snowflake or Rita acting like a snowflake, Dustin, I'm gonna call y'all out too. Y'all be some snowflakes. Right. Sit your sensitive ass down.
Down.
I'm gonna tell y'all that. I tell my kids that. Who you think you is? You ain't, man. Come on now. I tell my kids that they sit their sensitive ass down.
With your offended ass.
Offended ass. This a new trend in offended. Oh, Rudolph is offensive. Oh, Charlie Brown is racist. Now we talking. Y'all, you got conservative snowflakes over here. Sit your ass down.
Oh, now you know what they're going after now? They're going after sitting in Santa's lap. That is promoting women submitting themselves to men.
And I'm done. I'm done. Jesus, come on back now.
I'm so ready. I am so ready.
Oh, good Lord. What's up, Lori? How you doing, Lori? Woo-wee. You better ask somebody, baby.
Melissa just typed in, somebody was saying Jesus was a refugee, and if we need to basically open borders because of that. They don't want to say Merry Christmas. Come on now. Melissa, you totally just pissed me off, but you're right. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name. He reminds me of a little Yorkie yappy dog that just barks, and like is a little ankle biter, like is annoying. But oh my gosh, this guy, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He's a pervert. He's perverting the word, and he's just nasty. I can't think of his name though.
I just can't stand all.
Mo, he said he want to come on.
I know. I'm working this right now. Trust me. I saw that. I got my little. Okay. I hope I ain't boot y'all off. Dang it.
All these limousine liberals. Okay, they all live in their gated communities, and they want us to have open borders.
Come on. I want her. I actually want him to get on here because I like a little war.
I think you're right, Seeker. I think it was. Ortiz. But I'm not sure, but. Yeah, he's just a little shit. I said it. I have to put $1 in the bucket now.
All right, here we go. There we go. I put the link right here, and I'm right here.
Yeah, come and join us.
Yeah, we're very open. It's free speech over here. I actually like it better when you disagree. Because how first. So I put the link right here. Get on there. Get your ass on here right now.
Melissa.
Come on. I like it. This is what I love. This one's called thick skin only. Get your ass on here. We won't disrespect you. Go ahead and fill your cup up too.
Yeah, we won't disrespect you.
Fill your cup up too. Because I like that.
We might not like what you have to say, but we still love you. And as my favorite sister said, we will love the hell out of you.
I'm gonna sure love the hell out of you.
Hell out of you. You dig? And y'all know I'm crazy. I'm just everything that Maurice Delk says, but y'all know I'm off the chain. I say I don't care. I'm very unapologetic. Whatever. I don't care.
We're waiting for our guest.
We wait for it. He can hit the link right there. I put the link right there. All right.
Come on, DA. Come on, DA. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on. Go on, somebody.
Okay, so can I talk about something that happened this week? About a message I got?
All right, I'll cut my mic off. Go ahead. Talk about it.
So I got, since we're, you brought Henry, what's his face on here, Henry Davis.
Don't get me started on that nigga.
So I get a message from one of our listeners, and he's
Henry
also been a guest on the show. He says he cannot talk to me or affiliate himself with me because I have talked about dating a Muslim, that I have been in, that I'm a Muslim lover, and that I support the Muslim community. So this guy now, because I've done mission work in overseas in Islamic countries, does not mean I am pro-Islam, does not mean I support Muslims, it does not mean I'm a Muslim lover. What it means is I love people, and like Rita said, I will love the hell out of you, and I will do what I can to be transparent and do my work so people can see who the true God is, not Allah, but our God. And I do not support Islam. Islam is a demonic religion. And what I do over there takes a lot of guts and a lot of bravery and a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice. So if that offends you, if that threatens you because you try to be this big macho man who comes across as a hero, I'm sorry, but you are a weak man because you want to degrade a woman because she's doing God's work. I was just like floored that this guy said that to me.
Someone called you a see, you can love everybody. It's like, hold on, it's like someone called you a nigger lover. Somebody call you a nigger lover because you love black people. You know what I'm saying?
I do love Muslims.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, I love Muslims too. So we Muslim lovers. It's like calling somebody a nigger lover. I'm gonna say it like that.
But does not believe I support Islam.
Right.
I hate Islam. It's disgusting. It's like what he said I was a broken woman because I talked about, and the thing about it is the Arab that I dated wasn't Muslim. He was Christian. There's a lot of Christian in Arab countries.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Lori said, don't let him get to you. No, let him get to you. What you got to say? Let him get to you. Let him get to you. He got to you. I know you ain't gonna take that stuff. Go ahead, Brad.
Oh no, I just wanted that to be very clear.
Look, don't tell. I said I let him get to you.
No. Oh, here he is.
Oh, here we go. Let's argue.
How you doing?
I don't want to argue. Just debate. Exchange facts.
So, DA, is you in the house?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So, why you disagree? Tell us why you disagree with this.
Why I disagree?
I mean, no. What's going on? What's the disagreement?
I've been watching you guys for a long, long time.
Yes,
and I see you guys talk all kinds of shit about current events, in which most of y'all don't even understand history.
Why we don't understand history? Let us speak, y'all. Let us speak.
I'm not saying all y'all by any means, but I'm saying a lot of y'all. I was one of 3 white boys raised in an all Mexican school on the border. And so,
can you tell us what state?
Arizona.
Okay.
All right.
And so this whole concept that people say there is no reverse racism and all this other shit, it's a fact.
There is reverse racism. I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I made a video about that.
There was a fact, but
yes,
what a lot of you guys are talking about current events and what's going on, I get it that, I guess, I don't know, either somebody's been drinking or whatever, or having a good time, but a lot of it just straight
Blame
up
it on the
bullshit.
alcohol, okay?
Yeah, a lot of it's just straight up bullshit.
Hey, that's how you feel is bullshit.
Okay, what can you go to get into specifics?
Throw one at me.
Well, you were saying that we didn't know our history or current events.
Yeah,
What specific were you talking about?
He was talking about you, Chrissy, I think, not me.
You know, I was saying, could he, if everything we say is bullshit, can you get into some specific bullshit?
Were you talking? Okay, somebody says the
Everything
California
was
fires.
shit.
Were you talking about
California fires? If you look into it, the reason that land is being cleared, if you really look into it, is for the high-speed rail to come above ground that's been existing for years.
You're right, and that's something that I wanted to get to, but it's sometimes to try to just lay it all down like that is kind of hard for people to swallow. So I'd like to give it a little bit at a time. But you're right. Keep going. Come
on, let's
well, if you guys been talking about it, you guys been beating around the bush about it. Most of you all live in California. I don't, but I've been there. And yeah, a lot of those people were displaced, never seen or to be heard from again, just like the people down in Texas and Louisiana with all those hurricanes. Where'd they all go? Nobody ever talks about that. I mean, there's a whole lot bigger picture.
I'm not sure I understand your point.
I talk about what I see as what I be around. And Christiane, she talk about what she's around. Like Rita, she's in Compton. She talk about what we're around. Yes, I can admit that we could talk about other topics and can't speak intelligently about it because we're not around it. That's why, look, I can't speak intelligently about California, but I can reach out to Chrissy and Rita and a few other Cali people, you know, because I can't speak intelligently on it. I can't, and I won't, because I don't know what it's like. It is like a lot of people can't speak intelligent about Chicago.
Right.
Because I know it. I know Chicago. Even though I'm not Chicago no more, I'm about an hour. I'm an hour from Chicago. So I'm right here too.
But like what he's saying though, you know, about the fires and then there's people missing. It's something like that is really, it's hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe you what you're saying. I'm sorry. Do I call you Da or DA or what do I call you?
Just call me Archer.
Archer. Okay, Archer.
I call you DA.
Whatever.
DA.
Archer. No, you're totally right. And when I give something information out like that, I want to know more. I want details because I want it to be logical. I want it to make sense. And I knew about the railway, and I knew Nancy Pelosi's husband is involved in that. I just didn't know exactly. Those are things that I've been told. I haven't researched it. I haven't verified it. So I will, if I do give information, I will tell you if it's verified. I will tell you how it's verified, or I'll tell you if it's rumored. Just like, you know, the New York plant that was exploding and doing weird things, the 911 rollout, you know, I did verify that. I forgot the name of the company that is in charge of that, but yeah, it was nationwide. It was like a rolling blackout. So all of these things, and I was being more generalized because all of these things combined, it's getting weird. It's getting really, really weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. You guys know what the North American Union is supposed to be?
No.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I think that if they could get away with doing that, they would, but I don't think it will ever happen.
Let me throw this.
Although they will try.
Archer, can you fill me in? Because I don't know. I'd like to know.
Okay, well, it started with the Texas Trans Corridor where they were taking the land up. You guys heard of that one?
Yes.
I haven't. No.
Okay, well, what the Texas Trans Corridor was is they were taking a bunch of land from people under eminent domain, and what that is supposed to be is a highway that goes all the way up to Alaska. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to connect Alaska through rail, underground rail, to Russia. And so
to Russia.
Absolutely. originally, because this goes back to the whole world is flat, not flat earther. The world is flat in trade. So what the plan is the North American Union is supposed to be all of North America, United States, and beyond. Below that is supposed to be borderless, right? So what I think is happening, and I don't know, I like Trump and didn't like him before he became president, did not like him at all. And I followed him for a long time. But what I think is happening is the reasons they're bringing the jobs back to America because they're building the infrastructure in America so they can knock down them borders. And then you have the North American Union, which has been slated. Because the New World Order, which most people think is just a concept, has been in effect for many, many years.
It has been in effect.
Yes, I agree.
Because that's where the District of Columbia comes from, where our White House sits at. You know, if you look at it, there's only 3 places in the world: Washington,
Okay.
London, that controls the banks,
Right.
and the Vatican. That is going to be the one world religion. And so if you look back into American history, way back, that's why Lincoln was killed. And if you look at the reasons that Lincoln was killed, along with the same reasons that JFK was killed.
An attempt on Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, yeah, I mean, I hear you there. But I think Ronald Reagan, I think that was just something a little bit more out of round just because he was maybe a puppet that was talking out. But Ronald Reagan still talked about the New World Order. He was the very first who talked about the New World Order.
Yes, true that.
So, so I firmly believe that this is all just a game. Keep us fighting black on black, white on white, whatever the fuck. Keep us divided. Because whenever we are divided, we are not united.
Yep. And the house is easily.
So, I mean, I get it how you guys are reading my chat, but I agree with you guys a lot more than you probably think. But
I have an opinion. I mean, what the hell?
No, I'm glad you came on. And
hey, thank you, Curtis, for the super chat. You said good evening to you all. Beers for Mo. Thank you. # Beers for Mo reached out. Appreciate it.
Curtis May is so generous.
Yeah, we do.
So, anyways, that's all I was getting at, man. Is I see some of this, and then this who's this Bob dude?
Bob is a joke. He's a joke.
Yeah, man.
That's a joke. It ain't nothing. Trust me. It's no.
He dinged my channel, and so I went ahead and subscribed to him because I didn't even see the comment that he made in your stream last night. But he dinged my channel, and so I went on. He subscribed.
Oh, okay.
So I went and watched him last night, this morning. So I asked Nacho, I said, hey, Nacho, I said, who is this Bob dude? And he says, oh, man, that dude's a troll of trolls.
Troll.
Yeah. But on one hand, Mo, I do have to admit, I wondered why you silenced him and he didn't silence you. And
he silences.
Does he?
Yeah, he'll silence you, and then when he gets pissed, he'll unblock you. Yeah, because I'm blocked.
Yeah, he unblocked me because he wants the popularity. He wants these subscribers. So
maybe that's what it is. So yeah, I get it, but
he's like a hitter. The same thing.
Has he? He's a little bit different, man.
Yeah. The tall guy. Listen, he made a 9-hour video about me. A 9-hour video about me.
And he 9-hour video. He called the FBI and Homeland Security on me.
All he do is drink all
And it
day.
was on video.
Holy
That dude
shit.
drinking his
He brought
he
his
drinking
grandma
his sleep.
He was convinced I had something to do with Khashoggi's death.
Man, maybe he better start drinking out of bottles instead of that aluminum.
Man.
Yeah. The Illuminati. Okay.
Yeah,
Archer, what state are you in?
I'm currently in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you an Eskimo. What's up, man? Hey, can I come on and kick with you, Eskimo, in one of your little igloos?
No, I'm not Eskimo. I'm Cherokee.
You ain't in the igloo?
No, Cherokee don't live in the igloo, man.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, there's only.
I always want to be in the igloo. I always want to be in the igloo.
Do you know how they put the igloos together?
I built one last winter for my kids. Yeah, I do.
Did you glue it together?
You don't
Sorry.
glue it.
Sorry.
There's a certain kind. I built an igloo once here in Michigan, actually. There's a certain kind of ice. I mean, there's a certain kind of ice that packs together really, really easily, and that's when that kind of ice comes around. Okay, that kind of snow. That's when you take the opportunity to build one. That's the way we always did it.
Yeah, you can cut it from ice, or so you can build one from what they call cast snow. And that's generally what I build is from cast snow. I just take a snow blower and I put a big mound in the middle of the yard, and then you let it set a day, and then you cut into it. That's another way.
I don't even do that. Okay, I wait. I do it the traditional way, which is you wait till there's a certain time of season where there's a certain kind of snow. Okay, I guess usually it's when there's like freezing rain. Okay, when the temperature is right around freezing. Okay, the snow ice that gets created really, really, really good for packing.
Correct.
Mo, what are you eating?
What
are you eating, Mo?
I'll say this: you wait for that, you're going to be dead, because the way the original indigenous people up here, they already had a house built before the snow flew. They didn't wait for the snow to be perfect. And most of them, what they lived up here is what they call a dugout. They dug a great big ass hole in the middle of the ground. And
you're right. You're right. See, by the traditional way, I didn't mean the traditional Inuit way. I meant the way that people in Michigan when they just want to build one.
Yeah,
just for fun.
Yeah. So
somebody was on here, kind of along the gist of what we were talking about. Enslaved One made a really good point. The New World Order has already won. They divide and conquer. They destroyed the family, and the ghettos were a test, taking fathers out of the household. That is something so true. I mean, look at our society. Divorce rates are rampant. The fathers are taken out of the homes. I mean, the thing about it is the New World Order is going to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it because it's just prophesized and it's going to happen.
Oh, Chrissy, I wouldn't be. It's not so assured. I mean, we do have still.
Well, we have to fight it, and we have to do what's right. That's what God. I mean, we're not just.
There is no fighting it. You are a part of it. You have a birth certificate. You have a driver's license. You are a part of it.
Of the New World Order, you mean?
No, the One World Order. The New World Order has already been established a long time ago. Do you know the history about how the bankers took over the European Union or the European banks?
You mean as far as
betting on the wars. They financed
Oh
those.
yeah, that's how they made their money.
That's not how they made their money. That's how they bought everything and took everything over, and it's been that way ever since. Do you know what the Bar Association stands for?
No.
That's a British rule. Look it up.
Really?
Yes.
I never thought about it.
Look up the definition of what a Bar Association member is. British approved.
Really?
Doing business in America. Yes. That's been long established.
I never even thought about it.
That's why I say people, and I don't mean to sound condescending, because I was closed-minded, stupid, drunk, did a whole bunch of dumb shit whenever I was young too, and it took me a while to wake up. And whenever you wake up like this, you almost wonder if you're fucking nuts. But
I mean, like you're saying, I mean, just think about it, like the things we're talking about right now. I mean, if you were to talk about this stuff 20 years ago, you'd be certifiable, definitely.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But it's fact. It's just like, how many of you all know exactly what's really going on with the yellow movement in France and Germany and Belgium and all those other places?
I'm trying to figure out if that is, where's it coming from? Where's the movement coming from?
Movements like that
it's a full-blown revolution.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's just great. I mean, movements where they don't really have any demands. It's basically a bunch of people on quasi rioting or even fully rioting. I mean,
you're talking
property destruction.
Sorry,
when they won't really tell you what their demands are, when it's just there's just a lot of hooliganism. I just don't trust like that. I just have an inherent distrust to stuff like that.
They have their demands, and see what a lot of people don't know, and what little information you are getting across here. Originally, what it did, it started out with a 60% tax on diesel fuel and a 50% tax on gasoline. That was the catalyst. They had spent $270 million on housing for the people. They took in a lot of people out of the Middle East. And so your common workers revolted against that. And so you do have a group that's just kind of going amok, but they want the removal of their president, which is a Rothschild, which most people do not know.
Say that again?
Macron is a Rothschild.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so they want his removal. And they are trying like hell to keep it off of these shores. But I've heard a little bit about it in New York. There's a little bit about starting in New York.
There's one starting in California.
Yeah, and then Texas is happening tomorrow or the day after, I think. And so it's more a movement of the people against the big government, because those folks across shores don't want a one world government, just like we don't want a one world government.
I mean, I want to say this though. There. I mean, it's hard for me to get over. Every time I've seen these guys, these yellow jackets, they're, maybe it's media bias, but I've seen a lot of hooliganism. I've seen a lot of, there's
going to be perversion in anything that is good. I mean, somebody's always going to. I mean, look at Bob, for example. He's taking people out of the Patriot movement and trying to make them villains.
He's a self-righteous patriot.
Right. But he's talking about there are these bad people. There's bad people in churches and good churches. There's bad, there's always going to be those ones that make the cause look bad, and it's just part of the fight between principalities, you know.
Well, you know, and that's the bad thing is on the geopolitical scheme of things. There are so many things at risk. It's just like the number one reason the whole rest of the world wants Russia and the USA to keep fighting is because we are the last two countries that are Christian based.
Yeah.
Everybody else is Muslim. I mean, think about India 30 years ago. Was not India, but India 30 years ago was primarily Buddhist. Now they are primarily Muslim.
You mean Hindu?
Excuse me, Islam. Okay, Hindu, excuse me. But they're primarily Islam now.
No, they're still primarily Hindu, but like
you need to take a look at it.
I lived there.
Lived, past tense. When?
Yeah, I came back a year ago.
Okay. Well, I won't disagree with you then, since you've been there. But the numbers I'm looking at is India is going quickly to Islam.
Well, there is part of the numbers that I have read about Islam, that is the fastest growing religion there is, and it's devastating. And another thing that I read is I think it's called I can't think of the name right now. The UN is the 2030 agenda, where they're saying that the other thing they want to get rid of us is because the 1%, which are the two Western continents, we use, even though we're the 1%, we use 80% of the resources. So they want to get rid of us, and they want to get rid of the middle class because we're the ones that absorb most of the resources.
I would say that's true, but at the same point in time, are we not subject to all the kind of indoctrination and propaganda on the TV to buy shit, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you think about it. Nikola Tesla, way back in the 1900s, had free electricity for us all, but they did away with that technology because they couldn't put a meter on your house and sell it to you. And just now, there is a tower in Texas that they're playing with that is his same stuff that he had 80 years ago. You know what I mean? So I would agree with you on that, but at the same time, it's been a propaganda for, I mean, 10 years ago, I shut off the TV because my little girl would watch 3 minutes of cartoons and 10 minutes of fucking commercials. And whenever I took her to the store, all she wanted was the shit on the shelf. And I shut it off. Mm-hmm. And she ain't like that.
Oh, you are 100% right on that, my brother. I can't argue with that stuff.
You know, I mean, it's all the same. It's just like, you know, I used to be a big football guy back in the day. I played a lot of ball. NFL. Why is the NFL a tax-free organization? I mean, think about it.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah, they are. 100%.
They're tax-free?
Tax-free. Absolutely. How is that? I thought that was only supposed to be like a church.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, the NFL is a tax-free organization, but they are part of the whole bullshit. Keep you stupid, keep you watching TV, keep you talking about sports, don't keep you looking at the bigger picture. And we sit around, we fight about race all day, we fight about teams all day, we fight about this all day, we fight about Fords, Dodges, trucks, you know, just stupid shit. Think about what we would accomplish if we were all united and looked at one thing. They don't want that.
No. Well, I mean, it's all this indoctrination that you're talking about is like the one thing that that does unite us is God and doing the right thing, and the perversion of that, you know, taking that out of schools, taking that out of, you know, the homes. Yeah. You know, it's, you know, the divorce rate is so high. You know, when I lived in India, the one thing that, even though there is not a Christian society, the one thing that I did know about them is the unity of family and the importance of family.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I respect about that culture so much is the family is, the value of family is so important.
Well, you know, and to me, you know, I mean, I've been inner city, I've been New York, I've been Chicago, I've been PA, and that's the reason they dumped truckloads and truckloads of drugs into the black communities to break up the family, because they needed that division in that community for whatever reason. I don't.
The CIA did that.
And, you know, I mean, you take people in Chicago, which is one of the most gun restrictive states in the States. And how is it that those guys come up with shit that is military classification? I tell you how. You talk to some of them guys. There's crates being dumped in alleyways in the middle of the fucking night. They don't know where it comes from, but it's just a crate of guns. It's no different than why Ollie North traded guns for arms and the whole 9 yards. It's a well thought out plan that is way above and beyond our comprehension.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
And so the more we keep fighting and the more the inner city people keep, you know, doing the bullshit, whatever. I mean, you think about it. If a solar flare EMP hit tomorrow, what would happen to us? It would go nuts. Right? Because all communications was shut down. Everything was shut down. And they know this. You know, they know this. And the one thing that people didn't even know, that during the Cold War time with Russia, at that current time, Russia and the United States had a standing pact with each other that if there was civil unrest, that we would deploy troops to one or the other. Because the fact is, it's easier once you get Russian troops over here to shoot Americans than it is to get American troops to shoot Americans for standing up for what they believe in. So you tell me.
Oh yeah, and like you said, this is stuff that's it's hard to comprehend, and it's hard to vision it. Like, you know, somebody's on here saying, "Oh, this is BS conspiracy theories," but the thing about it is, what if it is a conspiracy theory? Then it's a conspiracy theory. But what if it isn't a conspiracy theory? What if it is the truth? It's worth at least looking into. It's least, because this, I mean, things are changing, and if you can't see the change that's going on right now, then you're, one, in denial, or two, just blatantly blind to what's really going on. Because, and that's part of the whole, like what you're saying is this indoctrination, this distraction of like the NFL, the TV, you know, of what's going on, you know, of everything. There's a reason for it.
It is a reason for it. It is.
And what do you think, Mo?
It's a reason. I think everything is a reason. Everything is a reason for it. That's why we have to do our part in our life right now. Do our part. What we have to do, because this is deeper than being political. Because we about to go under a drought. I'm saying you're gonna see a weird shift here in this country.
Well, and the thing about it is that this is the awesome part. This is this. I know we're talking about like dark things and, you know, things. I mean, we love our country, we love our freedom, we love all this stuff. But the cool thing, the really cool thing, is that we're living in such an awesome time at it, believe it or not. To you know, like 20 years ago, if we were to talk about this stuff, talk about Revelations, talk about, you know, the prophecies that were written, you know, 2,600 years ago, they're coming true right now. Like every day something new is coming up. And so that just ensures the promises that God has given us, and it ensures what's happening. And you know what, guys? It's going to happen soon. We're not living in the last days. We're not living in the last hours. We are living in the last seconds. It is going to happen any minute now. You got Syria. I mean, Trump pulling us out of Syria is going to make a big vacuum. And what that vacuum is going to be filled with is, unfortunately, is going to be evilness, but it's God knew this was going to happen, and it's going to happen. This is a prophecy, y'all. So we've got already the Kurds, the Turkish army. The Turkish army is already going up to where the Kurds are in Syria in the northern part. You know there's going to be a fight there. You know that there's, and then it's going to spill over into Israel. Israel's going to attack. And then boom, we have Isaiah 17. Damascus is a complete ruinous heap. And that starts the mark of the tribulation.
Mm-hmm. That's the mark of the tribulation. Of what is about to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. What's up, Ink Soul?
Well, let me ask you guys this. Okay, we're talking here now on YouTube.
Okay.
How many people in your personal lives do you talk to about this stuff each day?
Many.
Anybody that I can.
Anybody that you can. Where you walking down the street, you in the zoo or whatever, you talk.
When in the last month, have you asked anybody how many people have heard of the Yellow Vest movement?
The Yellow Vest movement? No, I didn't. But go ahead.
You ought to try that sometime. Because I tell you what, literally every person I've asked if they know what's going on, not a single one knows what's going on over there.
I'm trying to educate them on abortion.
It's
get them on the small stuff right now.
I was at the doctor's today, and where I go is a Seventh-day Adventist hospital, and I had a procedure done. And as I was checking out, Trump came up, or somebody was talking about gas.
No one knows about it.
I talked about, well, the reason why our gas is so low, because especially in California, we were just at almost $4 just a few days ago, and it's coming down.
Don't get me started. Stuff that people don't know about.
And so I said, why our gas is cheap? It's usually cheaper around elections, but it's dropping after election because we're now making our own oil and we're not becoming dependent on other countries. And the lady said, well, it's because we offended everybody. Trump's offended everybody. And I so bit my tongue. I was like, okay, how do I say, what do I gotta say? But the thing about it is I will see her again. I know that for a fact. And I'm going to say something. But the fact is, you know what? There's a reason why Trump has offended people. And being in a Seventh-day Adventist hospital, I'm going to assume she's a Christian. And I'm going to ask her, are you Christian? Then you need to look up the New World Order. You need to understand what it is and what those people that he's offended are, what they're promoting and what they want you to do. And that goes under this is why people are doing the yellow vest.
Well, I've worked in big oil for many, many years. And I don't know exactly what the current numbers are, but in 2008, it cost us 8 cents a gallon to produce diesel. And it cost us 22 cents a gallon to produce gas. And at that current time, diesel was going about for $3.75 a gallon up here, and gas was going for about $2.80, somewhere in there. Now, most of our stuff here in Alaska, and most people don't know this, it's imported crude that we refine from Russia, India, and different places. Now, if we're taking our stuff and we can't refine our stuff for cheaper, I mean, let's say it was even double that we were refining it. What justifies $4 a gallon? or $5 a gallon that it hit in like 2011, 2012. You know, it's just the oil commodities is always an adjusted commodity out of London, just like gold is, just like silver, everything else. That all comes out of London. And most people don't know that. That's all a set price by the Bank of London, or not the Bank of London, the City of London. You know, and it's just going to keep going that way until, I don't know, maybe enough people.
What do you think about the spike, the drop, and then the big spike of the stock market this last couple days? Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been following that for quite a long time, and you know, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the China yuan was officially declared the backup currency for whenever the U.S. dollar falters. And obviously, since we've come off of the gold and silver standard, the U.S. dollar has just been shit. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are speculating that this is going to be the year that the U.S. dollar will be redone. I can only think that there's probably some truth to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's looking like. And I think this last drop and spike was a sign to the Federal Reserve that Trump now has control, and the Federal Reserve can't play their games anymore. Because, I mean, if you look at the Federal Reserve and what they did what was cyclical. And every time that we went through a cycle, we separated. The middle class keeps disappearing through every cycle, you know, and it's a 10-year cycle. And, you know, look at us. We're at the, you know, the bubble is about to burst again. Real estate market's already starting to show a slowdown. We're starting to see home prices drop.
Well, you know, I mean, most of you guys probably didn't live along the border like I did, but whenever
I'm in Southern California now.
Okay, so do you remember in years past whenever there used to be 10 and 50 and $100,000 peso bills, and you couldn't even buy a loaf of bread with it in Mexico?
Oh, I never went to the border.
Their money.
Yeah, as a teenager, I was there. I remember. Yeah.
Then they revalued money. And I think that's what's going to happen with the U.S. is we're going to revalue the dollar. But from what I'm understanding is that the whole Bitcoin thing, stuff like that, that's going to be the whole next evolution, is because they don't want anybody holding cash. Because, you know, obviously somebody that can pocket cash or hide cash has got a possibility of getting rich one day. So I don't know. You know, that's for probably somebody way above my pay grade and higher education than I got. But I see a lot of truth to that. And obviously the US dollar it can't keep going. We can't just keep going. You know, I get what Trump did, but the whole tax and spend thing, that's Reaganomics 101. And Reagan did good with the country with it like that. And obviously Trump is doing what Reagan did because it worked, but it doesn't work long term because you can't rack up all these fucking bills and no way to pay it.
Yeah. Well, you think maybe he's done that just to win our affection while he's fixing it.
Well, I think he probably did that, but at the same point in time, I don't think a president is elected. I think they're selected, and the last president that we probably had was JFK, and the reason he got exterminated is because once he hit office, he had different ideas for the country that didn't agree with the powers that be. And so, although I have hope for what Trump is doing, I don't see him going against the grain too far, if you know what I mean.
what I think and what I hope, I think you are right as far as the selection is concerned. And I believe that Trump was selected, but I don't believe he was selected by the rule of thumb that has been doing this. I believe, because the Democrats and the Republicans is just it's a illusion. The two-party system is useless.
Yeah, they're all one.
But I really believe that Trump was selected, and I believe that there is not all of the government is corrupt. I believe that there are people, especially in the military and who are in the higher parts of intelligence, who have good intentions, and I think are part of this, stance of this corrupted, immoral, demonic agenda that this world has.
Yeah. I mean, I hope for the best, but you know what I mean? I kind of prepare for the worst. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But that's why I've been watching Mo's channel for a while. Nacho turned me on to it a long time ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Appreciate it. I don't comment much. And Nacho and I definitely disagree on a lot of things.
Yeah, you see, I'm very open though. I'll let you on here to talk.
I love Nacho, but yeah, he's a sweet kid.
That's why I like him, because he is open to talk. He's not a closed-minded individual, and I'm one of those guys that I've been around the block, but I can learn something new every day. And if you can't, you're pretty fucking stupid, in my opinion.
Look, I'm not right all the time. Like my channel may be growing, but I be saying some off the wall stuff at night. I know that. I say some off the wall stuff on my video. Look, that's Maurice Delk. I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Yeah. I'm that off the wall dude. And someone called me. Matter of fact, Deion Alexander, he called me back a month ago. He said, "Man, you and Hope off the chain. You and Hope and Tommy, y'all off the chain." He said, "I do serious at night. Y'all be clowning at night." He said, "I can't do that with y'all. I love y'all. Y'all funny." He said he cannot do what we do at night. Be petty at night, yelling and just screaming, and people smoke their weed over here, they drink it over here, and you know what? We real people. I just keep it as a real people platform. You could be a sober person over here, you could be a drunk person over here, whatever. Let's talk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, and that's why I kind of caught interest on your channel, brother, because not too often have I ever seen people of a different ethnicity that, let's say not ethnicity, a melatonin skin. Yep. Because most of my family is from Mexico, stuff like that. Highly uneducated. And just now, after 8 years of Obama, most of them starting to wake up and say, you know what, I think he really was full of shit. And so I have hope that some of the folks are starting to actually really see the truth. Now, whether Trump
What's up, Boston? Get on here, Boston. Mm-hmm. Text me your email. Get on here, nigga. Ooh, I said,
hey, did you see that Curtis May is calling us maniacs?
Maniac.
I want to know what BG Maniac stands for.
Boston, get your ass on here.
I'm just joking. No, Curtis did a typo. He's been apologizing for it, so I thought I'd harass him.
I've only known maniacs from Maine, and they're definitely different.
Oh, you're driving? Okay, 20 minutes. All right. That's if we gonna hear alone, but we'll see. Most likely he is. So, but
it's Friday night.
Friday night, thick skin only, you dick. We all here. That's why I threw the Confederate flag up here. Thick skin on. You know what? Let them see a black, light skin dude with dread with a freaking Confederate flag right here.
That's a little.
Look, I ain't even from the South. I just put this stuff on and piss everybody off. I don't give a damn.
That's a little bit different. For sure.
Well, Archer, I appreciate you coming on tonight. It's really cool talking to you. And it's nice to have somebody that's kind of has a little bit more information.
Yes. That's why I want you on here. I said, dude, come on, get on here. I like discussions. Not arguing, but discussions. And I pray that my platform turns to it. I get liberals on here. I get pro-black, angry black women on here too. Yeah, to get the angry black women on here too. Don't go what's wrong. I want my free stuff, so I get them on here too. But I separate certain guests. Like, hold on, no, you ain't in the video with them. I wouldn't put you with an angry black woman, Chris. But they're gonna say some stuff to you, like you'll be like, "Whoa, shit!"
I like
you want to call them the N-word back.
No, see, I don't know.
Hey.
I like discussion. I appreciate Archer, and I
got a white
this type
friend.
of
She conservative. She would right rip that person. Black person.
Gina Ohms.
Hey, like she said right there, like, "Oh snap!" Like, "Oh, because I know, Mo, you got me on here." I had crazy people on my channel. Seriously.
Well, Mo, actually, I hope your channel grows a little bit, brother, because some of the stuff you have on there, including the guy you had last night that I can't pronounce his name.
The African dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see that, you know, and unfortunately, the people of that color will not ever believe that shit.
No, they won't.
Unless it comes from one of their own people.
Yeah.
And we need more people like that can sit down and actually have a discussion like this.
Yep.
You know, because it is not that, you know, and in my mind, my dad was one of the most racist motherfuckers you ever seen on the planet Earth. But
shoot, you know, I'm still the one of the racist people you see on planet Earth. Don't get into it. I'll cuss you. I'll call you a racial slur.
You know, I mean, shit like that happens. You know? But you know, I mean,
but I will.
You
call all black people racist. Like, all right, you dumb nigga. I call you that,
dude. You want to hear some crazy shit?
I get called nigga. That's how I talk.
One of my
he's Mexican. One day he made me mad. We got to a thought, and I called him the WB word. He was like this. He called me the N-word back. We was all. It was cool. Like a week later, we was cool. I'll try to piss his ass off.
Well, one of my best friends, brother, was second generation Mexican, and they're more Spanish, so they're light skinned.
Okay.
Grew up with this kid since I was little, man. And I came up here, went back down south, and this motherfucker joined the KKK. And he hates Mexicans. And I'm like, dude, I said, what the fuck? You hate Mexican? You're Mexican, man. He said, "Oh, these wetbacks stealing our jobs and blah blah blah," and I just, you know, I just couldn't grasp that, man. And it's just like, you know, that just kind of melts your mind whenever your brother fucking who's Mexican is more racist than any supposedly white racist you ever met.
Yeah.
And you know, but it's like that, you know. And whenever I was growing up, where I come from, the blacks and the Latinos did not intermix. I mean, that was just hardcore racist there, right? And so those lines are kind of starting to blur a little bit. And I just don't get it. I mean, here we are 30, 40 years later, and people are still fighting about the same shit that people's been fighting about for the last 200 years.
Yeah.
It's just stupid, man. And if people can't see that that's not somebody revving up two pit bulls and sending them into the ring, you got to be ignorant if you can't see that, you know? I mean, the way I look at it is we are one, man. And if we are one, not going to work together, we are done. And that's it.
Right here, y'all. Thick skin only. Yeah. Thick skin only, y'all.
And I got thick skin, trust me.
Good. It's a reason why I started this platform. I started this platform, Thick Skin Only, on Facebook. It started off with me and Hope. We're doing Thick Skin Only every other night. Crazy. Like after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, midnight, we'll be up like 3 hours doing videos, and we'll be snapping. And then, but the videos got like 1,000 views every time we done it. It actually got it really blew us like, man, like crazy, right? And so I kept it. And then I started getting flagged. They shut my Facebook channel down, everything. So I started going to YouTube. That's why I'm over here on YouTube. But Facebook kind of kicked me. Not kicked me out, but they ran me away from this shit. I got kind of tired. But Thick Skin Only was to get people out their damn feelings. That's why I created Thick Skin Only. Like I said, it started out just as me and Hope. We was doing this all the time. We did like 90% of Thick Skin Only. I came over here. Hope started working a different shift, and you know what I'm saying. But that's why she's the real originator of Thick Skin Only. So shout out to you, Hope.
Right on.
It's like it's real. Everybody was loving that because we got tired. Let's stop being serious all the time. So we decided every night not to be serious all the time.
Yeah.
And start we jump on different subjects. Like Uber guy, he got political arena. I like how he switched it on there. Same way, political arena, Thick Skin Only. It's the same type of agenda, same type of personality.
Well, what do you think is going to happen whenever YouTube shuts it all down? Because obviously, it's going that way.
I'll be fine with that.
We're going to have to start talking to our family and our neighbors.
Yep, that's it. And we stay in contact. Look, I don't contact in some certain type of way. Look, Chrissy, I got contact with. That's why we stay in contact with each other.
Yeah.
Like same way, right? 11 people viewing right now. I'm fine with 11 people walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind us 11 people hanging out. That's enough. It's like 11 people hanging out. That's it. It ain't about a big audience no more.
Yeah.
It's not about that. But it's about getting it together.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about getting this together, and I want to get things together. And that's why lately y'all been seeing me on a little tear, right? I'm trying to do like a one-on-one show twice a week now. I'll reach out to new guests, new people that never been on here before. It's been working, so I'm looking like it's okay. It's good. That means we can keep this thing going.
Yeah. Well, what state you in, Mo?
I'm in Wisconsin.
You're in Wisconsin? And you?
Jeez,
I'm in California.
You're in California?
Yeah.
I think we lost the other two, huh?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Rita's from California, too. We're not too far from each other.
I guess I should have came on here done a bunch of stupid ass Jerry Springer shit or Bob shit and made more people join.
No, but it's funny. It's an open platform, and I started off petty in here. Then we get serious. Then we get petty again. Then we get serious. I like to. This is what I keep Thick Skin Only for a reason. We'll be serious, and then I'll be petty. I go ahead and say, Henry, I don't like you. And I will say it, Henry Davis, I don't like you. Okay? And that's it. I'm back to a serious thing. But that's serious because I don't like you, dude. But anyway, I said what I had to say. He like, oh, say that word about me. No, I ain't doing this. I'll do it one time for you, Henry. Henry, he probably got a rock hard on it. Oh, he said it. He said it. See, you more of the you and Bob have the same agenda. Henry Davis and Bob had the same agenda. The different thing, Bob just like really don't got people out here getting him money. That nigga got some. He get money pulled into this.
Oh my
and use everybody. And I'm just saying, because I'm an honest person. So I don't make up stuff like the way Stop It Bob do. And the funny thing about it, these big personalities, they know that. They know this. I can say names right now, and they know this. But you know what? Sometimes I feel like y'all see through in my whole voice, y'all see through the fuckery.
I'll drink to that.
Yes. Hey, next.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Come on now, y'all will give me flagged because I'm gonna have a sense to get myself really flagged.
You get your shit flagged all the time, or no?
Hey, it's a time I had 3 strikes before. I had 3 strikes on YouTube. They shut my channel down. I appealed it twice and got it back.
Why doesn't Bob have? Why doesn't he have a strike?
Because come on now, think about it. Because he ain't a threat. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
That's called when they see a person with that message. When you got these major platforms coming up, trust me, they coming for me. They're gonna vicious me now. They're gonna be like, "Damn, she have Mo is banned from YouTube for life." Look, I'm gonna be sitting here look with Alex Jones like, yep.
Yeah, but surely Bob, under the user guidelines, what some of the shit he was saying last night.
He's saying the craziest hate speech, but they don't get him. That's because he's not a threat. That's because he just got them little trolls, and he's a troll. So when you're the troll, they're gonna leave you alone. But when you're a threat, they won't.
Huh.
Yeah, because the theme of Bob's video tonight is "I'm gonna get drunk."
Yep.
Yeah,
Christian, you think I'm crazy? When they shut me down from YouTube for life, I'm gonna be like, Christian, do a live video.
Yeah.
Curb events. I would encourage you to keep it going.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm like, you better keep it going. Then you invite me as a guest. Hey, I ain't going nowhere. I come in there once a week, twice a week. I'm serious. I'm gonna pop my head up in there, and we gotta keep it on, keep it going on, keep it going.
Oh yeah, totally keep it going.
Because it's gonna be a matter of time when they shut me out of here.
There will be.
Before I get 50,000 subscribers, they're gonna shut me out because they don't even want that type of here.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
I'm getting everybody ready.
You reach a couple of people, they don't give a shit. But whenever you start reaching a lot of people, it's going to turn into something different.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I mean, Google is. I mean, I don't know if you guys know the history or the background or who the CEO is or where she come from, but in case you didn't know that, the internet was originally developed by DARPA, right?
Yeah.
The current CEO of Google, she is from DARPA.
Okay.
And so, and her claim to fame is she's doing integrated technologies, trying to figure out how to chip your ass and all that other shit.
Mm.
So, Google is not a good beast. I mean, it's definitely, my only hope is, we're talking now, but my only hope is it needs to be reined in just like Facebook needs to be reined in, because they're doing nothing but suppression under a corporation name.
Well, and people argue like, well, they're a private entity. They're not a private entity. They were funded by the government, and that there was
different. Twitch, Twitter, all of them, man. It's all government funded. Most people don't even know this. All cell phone sales in the United States of America are government funded. AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, everybody is paid 100% for them to sell you that cell phone, and then they charge you again for it. And it's fucking stupid, man. It's crazy.
Oh, it's like the thing in California, and this is crazy. This like really like boiled my blood. This election. So where I live and where I go to work, it's 23-mile drive. It takes me over sometimes 2 hours to get there, and the toll roads are, depending on what time of day, the toll roads could be anywhere from $20 to $30 a day to use the toll roads between here and work.
Jesus.
We paid, so the government paid for those toll roads to a private sector. They built the toll roads. Once that bond was paid back, they were supposed to give it back to the people. They didn't do that. They borrowed more money to do more toll roads.
Okay.
So the area I live in is being surrounded by toll roads now.
You said surrounded by toll roads.
Toll roads, right?
Toll roads.
So, and then on top of what they're doing, they did an illegal taxation on our gas, and an illegal tax and an illegal increase on our DMV fees. So the average family of 4, minus the toll roads, is now paying anywhere from $400 to $700 more a year for transportation. That's minus the toll roads. So if you add the toll roads to that, you're looking at, thousands of dollars.
That's nuts.
And the thing about it is the working class here, you can't afford to buy a home. There's people who do work here, they work a good job.
Okay.
They're homeless. They're homeless in California. They're living in their cars. They go to the gym, they take their shower, and then they go to work. Everything they own is in a storage locker somewhere, and they sleep in their car.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy. I always wondered how the hell the common people, because, I worked with guys all over the world, and the people out of California telling me, the average household that's halfway decent house would be like $400,000. And I'm like, dude, how you afford that?
Mm-hmm. I live in an average community, and the house across the street just sold for $6.
Jesus. Now, do they just do like an interest only loan or something? Because there's no way you can afford a stroke on that on a normal job.
Most of the people, it's multifamilies. The houses are big, but it's mostly multifamilies.
Wow. That's nuts. I know it's like back in New York, houses are pretty cheap, but then you got to pay 50-60% tax a month on the place. I don't know how fucking people do it. I just don't get it, man.
Yeah. Well, and we had the highest sales tax in the country on top of it.
Wow.
My sister and my mom, they just moved. They just sold their places. They're moving out next month to Texas.
Somebody join, huh?
Boston Man in the house.
What's up, man? I'm still trying to work my camera here. Give me all a minute, man.
It's Boston.
Boston in the house.
I'm not at home, so it's a little bit different here. I'm sure if you look around, Mo, this doesn't look like my normal setting here.
Right.
I'm in a hotel room tonight. I'm in Denver, y'all.
You in Denver? Oh, you can go pick up your dig. Okay. I get it.
So, it is what it is. But, I was actually driving around Denver. That's how I was driving.
You down in Denver. I got family down in Denver. I got cousins out there. Jingle.
Sounds good now.
That's what's up, man.
There we go. What part of Denver, Mo?
Huh?
What part of Denver?
Aurora.
Okay, yeah. I'm in the Denver Tech Center. It's a little bit nicer neighborhood. I don't know if y'all can see here. I actually have a 2-room hotel suite, so it's pretty fancy.
Okay.
It's got like I'll give you a walk around. It's actually got like a living room. Actually got like a whole freaking living room here and everything. It's all crazy, man.
Home away from home.
No, I'm only here for a couple days, man. I come out about every month or two.
All right.
But I love it out here, man. I'd move back out here if I could afford to.
Crackling.
Yeah, I'm moving, and it's not a very good mic.
Yeah, it hurts, man.
Maybe this is better.
Yes, that's good, Boston.
Is that better for y'all?
That's better. Do it.
Good. Mm-hmm. Everybody having a good Christmas, I hope?
Yes. I was looking for your present, Boston.
Present?
You didn't send me anything. What the heck, man? What was that?
I don't know. I was supposed to.
Mo didn't send me anything either, so I guess it's just the norm. But Curtis, he's cool. He sends
Kurt. What up, Kurt?
Yeah, Curtis is cool. He says he's gonna try to come up and go snowmobiling this winter. We got to get you out on the snowmobile too, Mo.
Oh, Michigan. Hey, man, hey, let me know. I got vacation time coming. I got like 2 weeks left. Let me know, bro.
Well, we'll talk off camera. It depends how crazy you want to go. I'm going up north on the 11th, but it's kind of going to be like a man camp thing. So I don't know if you're really into that. Just a bunch of guys getting partied and getting shit faced and riding snowmobiles, you know.
Look. Come on now, man. Come on now. I'm open minded. Look. I ain't never skied, but I'll ski right now. Let's go skiing. Hell with it.
It's snowmobiling, not skiing. We ski out here in Colorado down a big hill.
I don't know. You said skiing. I don't know. It's all
I'll ski out here too, but that's
all
not
the same. If you ski or snowboard, it's all the same. I don't know. Y'all already know. You say, "Hey, cool flag." You like my flag, like a Confederate flag? This flag is offensive. Take it down. Rudolph is offensive.
Is Bob still ranting, Bruce?
You see? The scam artist, Angie Peterson, Will Johnson, and you got Mo Delk Reese. Oh my God, say my name right, dude. God, it's Maurice Delk. Santa. What is hell?
Oh, Bob's watching.
What's in the cup, Mo?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee from Russia.
I got another 4 ounces of that coffee sitting in my cup too.
He said, "What's in the cup?" Look at him. Oh, look at me. Oh, y'all saw behind the scenes the Bud Light Platinum. Bud Light Platinum.
Oh, Lori corrected. She's not talking about your Confederate flag, Mo. She's talking about Archer's flag on his ID.
He got a flag? Where's his flag at?
Yeah, it pops up every once in a while. So don't tread on me. It was
that's
cool.
a picnic table I built.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
What's wrong with my Confederate flag? You're a racist. You think we're Nazis. I'm offended. I'm offended. Oh, offended harder. I feel good for being offended.
Is Bob blocked?
No.
He said
no.
Did one of them? No, I got unblocked. No, don't block Bob, y'all. Please. Never block
Everybody's
Bob.
leaving his channel now.
Huh?
Everybody's leaving his channel now. Bruce
no, moderators, stop blocking people. Let me know.
No, he's still on. He's still on his channel. He's still. No, because everybody from his channel is coming to us now.
Yeah, don't flag Bob, y'all. Don't flag Bob. He's funny.
I'm checking him out right now.
Somebody made a pretty interesting comment last night about all the flags being made in China. I was laughing.
Oh, he's got somebody on the phone. Oh, I was in Italy not too long ago, and I was in Venice, and I wanted a Venetian flag. I mean, a Venetian mask, like an authentic one. Right. Every other store I went to was the same thing that you can find at Party City. Same exact thing. You would see it at Party City. And I finally found one store that had them, and they were like $400 or $500. But the owner of the store, he was so cool. He said, yeah, most of the stores are owned by Chinese in Venice. And they just sell that cheap crap.
Makes sense.
It's sad.
You want to hear something crazy about just weird shit that the Chinese own and stuff like that? I'm a big hunter, and in Africa now, all those big ranches over there that where they're trying to save the rhinos and stuff, most of them are owned by the Asian communities, and they do what they call bio hunts, where you go out there and you shoot a black rhino or whatever with a fucking bow and arrow, but you tranquilize them instead of actually killing them. And I just thought it was kind of ironic that the culture who drove the animal into near extinction now owns all the hunting ranches where they're left at. You know, I just thought that was kind of weird, you know. I mean, and that's, you know, $25,000-$50,000 to go on one of those. You know, it's stupid.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trump's going after China.
I think he's just trying to play a little bit of hardball because Clinton had gave away so much shit to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's wanting some of it back, and I get it, and I think they're going to give it back.
Well, and I think that's part of pulling the troops back from Syria. Now he's talking about pulling them from Afghanistan, but he's going to leave them in Iraq.
It's going to be Turkey. That's where it's all. I mean,
it's a whole shit story.
Yeah. No, you know, we're not pulling out of anything unless we got something else planned. So, I mean,
we always got to be at war.
I think
absolutely.
And I think that's what it's going to happen is he knows that we've got something else going on, so he's going to pull back our troops.
Well, it also does what happened in Cuba. It makes a great big black market, so you can get rid of all these surplus tanks. You know, you got to remember he just got $770 trillion or $1 billion approved for new military equipment. He's going to be selling a lot of shit. So,
well, what do you think about all the stuff he's done to Guantanamo Bay?
Guantanamo Bay is nothing different than Area 51. That's just an eye candy piece.
Yep. It's just something to talk about.
Yeah. There's a place on the other side of that island called Hollywood, and that's where the real shit happens.
Yeah, just like nothing happens at Area 51. It's Area 52.
54 in Utah.
Well, there is another island.
Oh yeah.
That I think can house like 30,000 prisoners.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 barges. There's a barge off of Rikers that's like a prisoner's barge.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one, and they were both sighted heading down towards the Gulf. And that there's also been very strange flights that have been from here to Cuba with the flight logs are not matching. Like they'll say it's a Cessna when it's not a Cessna, and and who they belong to is very strange.
Oh, if you think they don't have black op prisons, you're nuts. I mean, they're all over the world.
Oh yeah, I tell you, you know what's really got my curiosity up is I don't know if you guys know that he signed an executive order. It's starting to get out there a little bit more now, but civilian personnel can be tried under a military tribunal.
That goes in effect January 1st.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of wondering if this truly is the clearing of the swamp, because originally what I understood is the reason he wanted Hillary's emails so bad for it wasn't so much as the uranium and all that shit. He was actually looking up for all the pedophiles and that fucking Pizzagate bullshit.
Well, there was an indictment that came out. There was an Interpol 10 most wanted for, I forgot the name of it, but it turns out I want to say pumpkin lotion or some weird name like that. Turns out it was John Brennan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to look that up because I did look it up and I did verify it.
Well, I tell you what, man, the way I look at it is the only way this country is really going to turn around is once we start taking some people out like Hillary that sold all that uranium and did all that bullshit, which was plain treason. We got to start publicly executing some of these fuckers. Yeah, I mean,
let's do this.
I'm with you, but Trump, in my opinion, he said what he had to say to win the people over, and I don't think he's going to deliver on his promise, just like every other politician that's taken that office for the last 40 fucking years.
Okay.
He's slowed way down, hasn't he?
He has. And it's the whole point of, I was for Trump in the beginning, and I'm not against the guy, but he needs to show me he's fucking serious. Otherwise, there's no way he's getting my vote next time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Bush. Look at the way Bush Jr. used to look into a camera whenever he first got into office. Duh, 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 duh. And then by a year in, he just stared blank at that fucking screen and read what they told him to read. You know what I mean? And that's where kind of Trump is now. You know, he's starting to read the whole, you know, occasionally he flips and goes off script, but he's pretty much
I love when he says shit.
It's simple. Trump said it best. Trump said it best when he was running. You don't get in unless you're in the club.
Yeah.
So you think he's not in the club? He's a billionaire. He's been in the club the whole fucking time. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, well, they're originally going to run. Who was that fucker that owned the trade towers? Stein. Was it? Who was that? Stein?
Yeah, he
Steiner?
wasn't. There's no way that guy was going to win.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why they didn't want to run him is because they knew that, you know, Twin Towers bullshit was, and all the money that he pulled out on insurance just a couple months prior came up, you know.
$900 million.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this stuff, like you said, yeah, there's a lot
Stop
of
it, Chris.
illegal crap, but the child
Stop it.
trafficking is mind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just creepy. That's just evil.
That's what all these fucking fruit bags are into.
I'm trying to find this indictment for John Brennan.
Yeah, I've seen something come across on a
And honestly, the problem I have is, you know, I want the wall to be built for the illegal aliens or the illegal immigrants that would help this country. But unfortunately, I think the wall is going to be built to keep Americans in.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Keep Americans in.
Could be true.
That's the one thing they're not showing is all the checkpoints going out of the country that are in place. And there's a whole lot more of that shit going on than anything.
Oh, you can't even get
saw
within
the
like
new
75 miles of the border.
Do you see the new thing to get on a plane now? You don't need a passport or your license anymore. They're doing it by facial recognition now.
Oh, yeah, I seen Delta rolled that out.
Yep. Well, you know, that's like what they put up in New York City. You know, they put all these strange cameras up that cost like a freaking $500 million, whatever, and they won't tell anybody what it is.
Okay.
It's a bunch of facial recognition software. It's fucking tracking everybody.
Well, that's what they're doing in China.
That's what they're doing in New York City too. They got the same towers in New York City that they do in China.
And in China, with the facial recognition, they're putting people on a like a rating. So if you're caught like
a social rating,
jaywalking, ding.
It's like a social credit score. It's insane.
There's actually an internet site here in the States that you can sit there and watch one of 20,000 monitors, and they'll pay you for how many people you can find do something bad. It's fucking nuts.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
coming. That China system is coming.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's already implemented here. Is like everything is so heavily regulated that it's not regulated for the public safety. It's regulated for, you know,
public control.
Exactly. Like, look at all these people who do come illegally. They don't follow the laws. They don't follow the rules. You know, you have a lot of these, you know, nail salons. They screw up the, you know, whatever law or whatever. They just resell it to the other family member and keep doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But the people that do follow laws and stuff like that can't keep up.
Yes.
It's just, yeah, they're destroying the middle class. They're destroying the people who want to be law-abiding citizens that respect the government.
Well, at this point, the only true middle class I see anymore is somebody who's gaming the system one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're a legitimate business owner and you're just not telling all what you're making, or whether you're a mechanic who, you know, works on the side and makes, you know, $20,000 a year working on his weekends and he doesn't report it. I mean, there's so many ways that you can make money that's not reported. I mean, but honestly, if you're reporting every dime, you ain't in the middle class no more because you're taxing you to death.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes. What the hell?
Well, I don't agree with you, Matt. Sorry. It's
On
because
what?
I'm hopeful. I really think that Trump is doing some stuff, and I think he's hitting the wall, literally.
All right, bring it. That's what I like. Disagreement.
No,
Agree to disagree.
Change my mind.
I'll do it.
That's what a good debater can do.
I like that stuff.
No,
Have you guys?
because I'm going against Boston and didn't you also agree, Archer? No,
No.
I
But here's the
think
point, though. I'm not going to sit here and rag on you. If you got some valid points, I'm more than happy to listen to you, and maybe you'll even change my opinion.
Oh yeah, same here, Matt. No, but the thing I think about it is he's up against so much. He's got a media that just hates him, loathes him. They cannot say anything.
Okay,
about him.
well, stop a second. I think, and this is my personal opinion, keep in mind now, I'm the guy that can prove to you that I said Trump was going to be the next president in 2008. I'm also the guy that said Barack Obama was going to be the next president in 2004. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing about Trump and the way that he came on the scene. He comes on the scene as like a teenager. Okay? So you got to think all these millennials still have the mindset and the brain of a teenager because they live with their parents, but they still can vote and all this stuff. So here's the deal. You got to appeal to them to win that election. Okay? And here's how he did it. Okay, if your parents tell you as a teenager, if your parents tell you not to do something, what do? You go do it. So the media and everybody's telling you that Trump is bad, when in reality they're trying to make you think that it's all farce and you need to vote for him because he's the bad guy and you don't need to do what we say. So that's why everybody did that and he got in.
Yeah.
Well, no, like Curtis, he says Trump in some area needs to get his act together. I think, Trump's not perfect. Trump has some. I don't like him as a person. I think he's arrogant.
I understand too.
He's a chauvinistic pig.
If he went too fast at this, he'd end up like JFK. So if he pushed this down everybody's throats too much, he would end up like JFK already. So I do understand that.
Right, but I do like him as I was saying, I don't like him as a person.
I like him as a person.
Well, let me take that back. I used to not like him as a person, but he's growing on me. I do really like him as a president because he is bringing so much to light. He's waking people up. Since he's become the presidency, people are now getting involved in politics. People are understanding what is happening.
For real.
There's so much he has done in a non-political way to get people motivated. Look at the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets, they were screaming, "We want Trump, we want Trump," to Macron. Macron was talking about globalism. Macron,
Tijuana, Mexico was screaming, "We want Trump."
Exactly.
I mean, it's just
there's two theories that I have. One, he's the supreme globalist because he's using this illusion of being a nationalist in order to be this hero, so we will unify. Or he is truly what he says, which is I'm hoping and leaning towards because that's what I want, but I think what he's doing is phenomenal. What he's doing is, and I think it's not just him. He's got, there's no way he could have done this all on his own. He has people, he's got higher ups that are deep, that are ingrained, that have a conscience, that do believe in our country, that did get him to where he's at right now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, every president that's gotten here had to have a good team around him to get him there.
Right, but if you follow,
did you know Trump was bankrupt though?
He is or isn't?
He was.
When?
Yeah, back in the 90s.
He was like 3 times.
Well, no. This is a different time. He was so far in debt, and he had built his name that the bankers decided that it would cost them more money to let him go bankruptcy than to float him, and that's what they did. Is they floated him to keep him alive, because they knew if they kept the Trump name alive, at least they'd get a little bit money back, and that's what happened. So that's the only one thing that worries me, is because whenever you're in bed with that fucking pile of snakes, that's a deep den.
Right? I can see that.
Yeah, but the country's
But
been
he
in with
did
the
come back,
bankers for the
though.
last 200 years.
Yeah, he did come back. He did come back. Right, Chrissy.
He did.
Chrissy, what you say? Did he come back?
He came back, and the one thing that makes him different than the past politicians, or actually in the majority of politicians,
Well,
he's coming in rich and he's losing money as he's in office.
I beg to disagree. I beg to disagree.
No president that loses money. They all make money.
Bingo.
They all make. Barack Obama retired a multi-billionaire after being president, and he was probably
that's what I'm saying.
He was probably the fourth one that ever entered office.
That's what I'm saying. He's coming in rich, where these guys didn't come in rich and are leaving rich. I mean, look at Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton.
Yeah, well,
$5 million for a speech. Come on.
Let's look at Trump. Let's look at Trump 2 years after he leaves office. I guarantee he's going to triple his fucking net worth.
Oh, easy. Yeah, man. Easy. You know, and Clinton, the way Clinton got most of his money was not off a speech. I mean, look at what he did to them poor fucking people down in Haiti.
Oh, that was just an example. They've gotten their money from so many different types of underhanded, sinister crap.
Recently, is that he walked away with $3 billion out of that deal, and now I hear he got roughly $17 billion out of Haiti.
Yeah, it's the Clinton con artist foundation.
Yeah, well, that was Bush who put him there in Haiti.
It's us against globalists.
Yeah, they're all one and the same, man.
Do you think that Bush died of natural causes?
I really don't care.
Yeah, he was old.
I really don't care.
Yeah,
Evidently,
he has to go.
Did you? Hey, let me ask you guys this: do you guys know where the Bush family got their money from?
Drugs.
Oh no! Way back.
Well, you mean Preston?
The Grat family, yeah, exactly. Preston, who tried to overthrow the government in '34.
Okay.
They had a steel mill in Auschwitz too.
Okay.
Yeah, they were Nazi sympathizers.
They were producing parts. Yeah, absolutely, they were Nazi sympathizers. But they were producing not only steel for the Nazis, they were producing steel to be shipped back to America, and train parts for the Rothschilds. And who was the oil guy that was up out of Pennsylvania? I don't know, one of the other guys that's way up there. The guy that invented all the pipelines, name eludes me now. But yeah, that's where they got all their money from. They're relatively new money, the Bushes, on the grand scheme of things.
Look at Paul. He eating up shit. I'm hungry.
Yeah, man, I had to eat, dude. I got a big thing of chicken fried steak here, dude. I'm just mowing, man.
You guys are making me hungry.
Chicken fried steak, good, man.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's my dinner right there. Bad for the heart.
What I had for dinner today, I had some. I had a.
Hey, man, we all gotta die sometime.
Yeah. Hey, I had a jalapeno burger today. It was a
beef what
on a wheat bun. A jalapeno beef burger on a wheat bun. It was real spicy. My side dish was salad. That was my dinner. I had a salad with some blue cheese dressing and some croutons. That's my dinner.
Hey, I had sushi for lunch, man.
Shakiyaki.
Sushi.
Oh, you guys are making me hungry. What the hell?
I
had sushi for lunch, man. That was good shit.
This nigga.
Oh shit,
man! I'm a foodie. Check out my channel. I showed everybody how to make a fucking prime rib the other day on my channel.
I saw that earlier, dude. I subscribed to your channel. I see you, dude.
You know what's funny? I think Outlaw Morgan is trolling my shit. Because I made that prime rib. I made how to cook a prime rib, and then 2 days later he comes out with a fucking video that says my beef is better than yours, and it's another cooking video. Whose beef is better? He must be talking about me.
That's effed up.
What's your channel, brother?
Boston Matt.
All right, I'll check it.
Boston,
just look me up.
Yeah.
I did I posted a video today. I showed everybody how to roll a distillate blunt today in fucking Denver here. So
Liberty said, "Give me the wrench." I got you.
No, don't give him a wrench. No.
The wrench. Nope.
I vote no.
You're right. Oh, yep. You can't have a wrench.
Hey Mo, if this dude named Swine ever comes to your chat and asks for a wrench, never give him a wrench. He's the biggest idiot, man.
Okay.
Oh God. Yeah, he's bad.
Hey, I go Christy and say on here. She gets all that.
Yeah, you never want to piss off a fiery redhead.
No. Look. You the Patriot, the moderators that really be out there be working on the moderation. You dig?
Exactly. Liberty knows why I don't want him to have a wrench. He's a Bob.
I don't know either, but guess what? You look, if you say so, they can't have that wrench.
Yeah, it's the way it goes, man.
Nothing personal. Look,
we're Republican. We go by votes, man. He got voted out.
Yeah, look, we got the wrench over here. Lucretia, you got the wrench. Everybody got the wrench. It's certain people that do it. They don't know.
Shit, I even got a wrench.
Everybody that I socialized with got the wrench.
Somebody came on one time to the chat and goes, "Man, is this a mechanics convention?"
You said Bob has me brainwashed now. No wrench. I
know.
Well, Bob don't even know how to wrench nobody.
No, he don't.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he's still on.
Oh, he's still on.
I got my Keystone Lights, and I put some lemon in it.
I'm in a hotel room. I can't smoke weed, so maybe I'll go out to my car. Who knows?
Stop
I
it.
think they're watching.
There you go, Simply Amazing. You said, Mo, give me a wrench. Simply Amazing, you got to earn that wrench back. You do, because you've been on some toothpaste stuff lately. I had to unwrench.
Oh, hey, Mo. Speaking of wrenches, I was talking to Nacho today, and he said, and I was telling him about, the shit that I had been watching. He said, "What's up with that, man?" He took my wrench away for Bob making a death threat, and he says now he's back because I told him he had made a comment or something in your stream last night, but I didn't see it. So, Nacho, I thought it.
No, I do think for a reason. When I take a wrench, it's not that personal because you got my phone number, so that must says a lot if you got my phone number.
Well, now I have more reason for not letting Liberty have a
I wasn't gonna do that anyway.
Well, the reason why I say no because I just checked on our favorite person's channel, and he's talking crap about us. He's saying stuff that's not true. He's saying that we're talking crap about.
No, simply.
I'm sure he is. It's all gossip.
Simply, you're playing both sides. I've seen that.
Oh, and Simply is not on my side.
Huh?
Not on my side.
Mm-mm.
So that's what I'm talking about. That's why I took you off. Simply, you're playing both sides. When you play both sides, you gotta go.
He's an instigator.
And you can't be a mod. You know what? You can talk to me. Look, I'll give you my number. We can talk on the phone, but you never get a mod again. But
yeah, see, that's one thing I hate about Denver.
At least we can talk, dude. Look, for real.
So Denver, in my opinion, is the worst big city in the country to get late night food. There's like nothing around unless you want greasy fucking pizza.
Yeah, greasy pizza or some Papa John's. No, that stuff gone.
Well, I'm in a really nice neighborhood, so I'd have to drive like 20 minutes just to get to a good fucking joint to eat, man.
That's because you live in a fucking liberal city that don't think about people's feelings, so they don't have barbecue joints. They will not get nobody from the South to come up there because liberals.
Oh no! Stop a second. Barbecue joints. Oh no! So the best barbecue joint I ever ate was in Colorado. The best barbecue joint I've ever eaten at is in Colorado, but it's a lunch only, true Texas style barbecue. 11 a.m. till sold out.
See, is it open now?
No, it's closed. They got sold out.
That's fake news right there. Fake news.
It's not fake news.
No, they're fake news.
No, the restaurant's real. They're just it's lunch only.
No, that ain't news though. Look, bring the real news and do it all the time.
So where do you want me to go in Denver and broadcast you the news? I'll get in my car. I'll go there right now. I'll be your on-scene reporter right now. Where do you want me to go?
Whatever. Hey, go down to that barbecue joint and let's get their asses.
You want me to just go to a bar? You want me to go to a bar and we can start interviewing people at a bar?
Ooh, that would be fun.
You got your microphone. Let's do this.
That's what I said. If you want me to go to a bar, give me 20 minutes. I'll go to a bar and we'll see what's popping.
Dude, relax. You just got there. Let's do it tomorrow. Relax.
I'm leaving tomorrow. I've been here for 4 days, dude.
You know what? We should do that. We should all go to a different bar in different cities.
Yes.
And then we should do this and interview people at different bars.
Let's do this, goddammit.
That would be funny.
I need a mic though.
Look.
I gotta get batteries for mine. Mine died.
Now. Look, I got these mics and I've been ordering on Amazon with the donations I've been getting on here. And hey,
I got this one too, except my battery's dead. This is a nice wireless one. It works great. I figured out how to make it work. So,
hey, Boston,
what's up?
Come on here. I need to show you something. Hey, matter of fact, let me know if you're gonna go down. We're gonna go to Sacramento Rally because I'm gonna speak over there. Let me know. Let's roll together, bro.
Okay, I'll look at my schedule as soon as I get back into town.
Yep. Holler at me, bro. On everything.
Give me till like Tuesday.
Look, on that day, I can be a tripod that I can have a long stand and we just talk right in front of that tripod.
Yeah, I got a tripod. I got mics. I got all that stuff. We're good, man.
Let's do this shit. Hell, let's both do this. Let's do this shit. Madison.
Yeah,
that would be good Friday night.
I got to talk to Thomas and get him to get me on the. He asked me if I wanted to speak, and I just told him I didn't know if I wanted to do it yet. So.
Thomas, get your ass on there and speak, nigga.
You know who else would be fun to go to a bar, especially in California? Altoid Sweet.
Altoid. My vagina hurts.
Mo, you have a vagina?
I have a vagina. That is called pure liberalism. Next.
Oh my god! Hey, did you guys see that YouTuber that got banned from YouTube? That young kid for playing some video game, and he was dragging a feminist down the street and fed her to the alligator.
Wait, what?
What the fuck? What video game can I do that in?
Yeah, you guys got to YouTube that, man. It is funny.
No, what video game can I do that in?
I can't remember what the name of it was, but evidently it's some popular one. It's funnier than shit.
Damn!
Dropped this feminist and drug her down a fucking swamp and threw her out to an alligator.
Drug her down a swamp, threw her out again. Sounds like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Maybe that was it.
They got alligator swamps in that thing.
Bruce says,
I'm not a gamer. I was laughing.
That's funny as shit.
Somebody said it's Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what I said. I wasn't reading the feeds though.
I think that's it. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, I won't post me in video games. I suck at them, so you know.
I think Uber guy. I'm trying to get Uber guy on here. Uber guy asleep.
Yeah, but
Uber guy asleep. Although you guys are ahead of me there. It's only 11 o'clock here, so I'm fucking early still, man.
Right.
It's only 11 there. What time are you?
We was on the phone talking about an hour with me, Uber guy. We was talking about shit.
Mo, you're almost one, right? You said Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm 12-11.
Yeah. Well, hell, I'm only 9.
Nigga.
Where are you at, California?
No, man. I'm further East Coast I'm further.
Oh, so East Coast.
East Coast, East Side.
Actually, I'm both. I'm the only state that is both.
Nationwide ride.
What? The only state that's both?
Yeah.
It sounds like a riddle, man. I don't like riddles.
No, that's where the line comes through. It comes through Alaska, man.
Oh, you're all the way up there, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you live in an igloo.
So you're in the state with the largest prison in the as far as we know, as far as the United States citizens know, you're in the state with the largest fucking prison out of all 50 states. Did you know that?
The largest FEMA camp in existence. Yeah, it holds 3.5 million people.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So the word on the street is because we're one of the largest households per capita for guns. And most people think fucking Alaskans are invincible kind of deal because, you know, it's heavily a lot of Anchorage, for example, I think is only like 300,000, 400,000 people. There's only 700,000 people in the state. But back in the day, there was almost 30 or 300,000 people, Vietnam vets or some bullshit that came here. So it's pretty a little bit backwards. You know what I mean? They don't like the law.
Well,
that's my kind of place. Upper Michigan is the same way.
Well, too. I mean, isn't it a little bit? You kind of need a gun, not just for shooting each other, but for protection.
Actually, this is the only state that a convicted felon can get his long arm rights back.
Oh, nice.
The only state because the cops can't protect you whenever you're out in the middle of nowhere, which is not far from anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. You need a gun for protection.
I mean, it's still an act of God for them to do that. I had a buddy that went through that whole ordeal. It took him 10 years, but he got his gun rights back.
Okay.
Or at least his long arm rights back. He didn't get his handgun stuff back. So, but yeah, that's true.
It's true. You said thick foreskin only, Mo. What's up, Symphony Mason? You might get your ma back.
No.
It depends.
No. No.
Hey, if Chrissy said you can't get it, you ain't getting it. Sorry.
It's not a no. It's a hell no.
The whole state of Florida, pizza sucks too, huh? No good pizza in Florida, hey?
No pizza in Florida?
That's what somebody
Matt,
says.
You sound like you're from Canada, eh?
Hey.
I've been up in the UP for like the last 3 weeks, man. I'm thinking about buying a house up there. That's how they all talk. They're all a bunch of fucking Yoopers and shit, man. I think I'm gonna become a Yooper. So that's how we talk there. Hey,
don't knock it, man, because I'm looking too. I'm actually thinking about making the trip over the border.
Not to Canada. You're nuts if you go there.
Yeah, no, that's total libtardville, man.
Yeah, you might look into their socialized medicine program. You'd be lucky to get a fucking vet bill within 5 years, man, if something's wrong with you.
Oh no, I understand the whole medical.
Oh, that be
for non-threatening surgeries, it is a 5-year wait.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
I've been
trying to get out of here for a long time, but I ain't going to Canada. That's for sure.
I like the UP, Upper Michigan, man. I'm looking at a house up there for freaking $20,000, man.
What?
Oh yeah.
What's the taxes on it though? I was looking at Lower New York, man. And
$800 a year.
That's all?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Michigan has, as of December 6th, Michigan has medical and has legal fucking recreational marijuana.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
That is nuts.
Oh, we got 18 more watching. That's what's up.
But you know, the only problem with Michigan is Dearborn, Michigan is the only state or the only place in the United States that is Sharia law.
Yeah, well, Dearborn is still like 400 miles from where I'm looking to go. So.
Yeah, well, it's spreading, brother.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you look where Dearborn is, it's like in the bottom half of the state. It's like in the southern part of the state. I'm going to be in the most northern part of the state, which the average temperature, the year-long temperature, there's about a 30-degree temperature swing there in the two areas. So most people don't go to the UP. You gotta be able to deal with snow. You gotta be able to deal with cold, and you gotta be able to deal with, there ain't a lot of fucking people up there. There's not a lot of fucking shit to do. So, they won't go up there.
About time they did marijuana then. People have some shit to do.
Well, I mean, we get to go snowmobiling and we get to get drunk now, but yeah, now we get to get high too. So, fuck yeah.
Stop it, Boston. No, don't stop.
Oh, you're gonna come on a snowmobile weekend with us. You're gonna be like, you guys are a bunch of fucking redneck lunatics, man. I can't hang with you. You'll be the one that'll be like, man, I can't hang with you. Think about this one, Mo. Last time we went out there, December 1st, I did 130 on a snowmobile, dude. I hope you can hang on.
Oh.
And that's my slow one. That's not even my fast sled. That's my slow sled.
I hold on tight shit.
Don't tell me you're one of them fucking skidoo riders.
A what?
So I own a Ski-Doo and I own a Polaris, technically, and so you know.
Yeah, Polaris, man. Fuck Ski-Doo.
I don't really think bad with them, you know. But I do have a Polaris 700 with a Liberty motor in it, made in the USA, man, and that motor is fucking good forever.
Yeah. I like Polarises.
I know, man. My Ski-Doo's done me good, though. Like I said, a Ski-Doo, I can do 130 on that thing. The Polaris, the 700, I've had that up to about 90, and it's only half throttled. So,
yeah.
Wait till you do that and hit a telephone pole. That ends your riding career, man.
Oh no! See, I was way up north, open fields, little lakes and stuff like that, man. On a trail, we don't, you got to stay within your means.
A buddy of mine, we built an ice racer, and the lake did a pressure pop, and it went down. And he was clipping along pretty good, and he hit open water, and the machine tunneled, and they found him bent in half on the other edge of the ice, and he was done, man.
Ooh.
So,
well, you can take a sled across water, open water, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, whenever you're ice racing, the ice racing machine isn't really set for water.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all picked out. That don't do shit in water.
I only do water races with fucking snowmobiles now, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun. Mo, do you ride sleds at all or no?
I ain't never. I don't think I sled. Look, we made a homemade sled, and I slid down the hill one time, and that was it. Yeah, I'm being honest. Shit.
That's funny.
That's the only sled that I ever experienced in my goddamn life. But that was fun for a little time. I got to taste it a little bit. Like, dang, I want to do this shit forever. You know, I want some real stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun. They break you up, though, real bad, dude.
Yeah.
We'll get you one on this winter, Mo. We'll get video of it, too.
Yeah, do that. It's going to be fun.
I got those action cams, man. You can put one on your helmet, you put one on your sled, you just ride around, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But hey, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I gotta fuck with the cops because they keep text messaging me, man. So
right,
I gotta text message these cops back and fuck with them back because they're pissing me off.
All right. I'm about to end this broadcast anyway. I've been here for 2 hours.
Y'all have a good night. Check me out on my YouTube channel, Boston Matt.
Boston.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for coming on here, Boston Matt. Okay, I got DA. Chrissy. Chrissy.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right. I'm about to end this live video right now. Anything you want to say for it right now?
I love y'all.
All right. Hey, Chris, I'm going to holler at you a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Stay online. I'm going to stop broadcast. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming on here. All right.
Good night, y'all.
America great.